Have you thought of breaking through? Ain't it part of what you do? Catch a victim while he's dumb, break his larynx with your tight. And it's time to get high. Ain't it part of what you do? Catch a victim while he's dumb, break his larynx with your tight. And it's time to get high. Ain't it part of what you do? Catch a victim while he's dumb, break his larynx with your tight. And it's time to get high. Ain't it part of what you do? Have you thought of breaking through? Ain't it part of what you do? Catch a victim while he's dumb, break his larynx with your tight. And it's time to get high. Well, this ain't no goddamn dream, it's exactly what it seems. Wake up today just to lay back down and say, I won't be coming back. Let's call it a heart attack. Give me some of that knack. This is just a final payback. They all flipped on me, took my passions, left me be. When I had a place to sit, a goddamn attitude to fit. Talk real smooth, knew where to spit. But things have changed and I have quit. Got nothing to look forward to but a backlash full of lies. You're too late for where you're going. This is fate, the whistle's blowing. It's much too late. It's all too late. You're much too late. Like a piss hole punk with his nose turned up and a fragrance all your own. Tell me what it's like to be alone. And let's not forget the skull-faced prick who offers fix to your face. He dropped out of the subhuman race. Sad. Boo-hoo-hoo. Just a fad. Tell me, boy, where were you? What's your story? I mean, really? Where have you been? Was it the big time and full of sin? Tell me what you saw. Chasing dragons down the hall. So now I find you just the same. A generation full of games. I hear the whispers, I see traps to break my legs. Where are you going, boy? Where have you been? You're too late for where you're going. This is fate, the whistle's blowing. It's much too late. It's much too late. You're much too late. You're much too late. You're much too late. Tell me, where are you going? Where have you been? Tell me, where are you going?
And welcome back for another dose of the Michael Decon program. Don't worry, the side effects are always fun. First time listeners out there, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name, in fact, is Michael Decon, and I am a mere figment of your imagination. I look forward to once again serve you those sounds of salvation. First time listeners out there again, I must apologize. You have caught us in a rather rambunctious situation yet again. Well, it usually is that way, I will be honest, so here we are. I've returned from the dream. Those who know, know. And good evening and good morning to all of you. Guten Morgen and bonjour. It's nice to return to you like this. I hope you missed us because this will be the last time you hear my voice again. I'm only joking. And of course, we do have Mr. Mike Hideous in the house here this evening. And I believe he is ready to go, by the way. Yeah, are you out there, Mike? Are you ready to go?
Hello, Michael.
There you are.
How are you, brother?
I was looking at the Vegas odds, so I wasn't sure if you were going to be here tonight or not.
Well, as usual, you caught me off guard last night when you were like, "Are we doing a show tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
I do that sort of thing, you know. I mix it up here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Threw me for a loop.
That's right. So, Mike, everything is going good over there on your side of heaven, I suppose.
I suppose. I mean, the world is turning to shit, but I mean, yeah, it's nice here in Pennsylvania.
It's all honky dory.
All honky.
The honky man. Mike Hideous. Oh, yes. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mike. I know you've got a lot to say today. I have a lot to say as well. I'm fired up. You're fired up. I hope the audience is fired up here tonight. It's safe to say, Mike, that tonight will be a bit of a rattlesnake.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, yes. I'm ready to jump someone.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm ready to cap some knees.
And why is that?
Oh, I'm still angry, that's all.
Just an angry person?
I'm an angry man tonight.
Yeah, me too. I'm a jaded, angry, pissed off old man.
You're an old, weathered man.
Jaded.
A jaded honky. For those who don't know, I've been quite active over on patreon.com/Michael Decon. If you don't see any episodes here on YouTube, be aware that the party still goes strong over on Patreon. And recently I interviewed the Reverend Bob Levy. And yes, I did put that up here on YouTube for those of you who have not subscribed yet. It was a free one. I threw you a bone. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was a fun one. And Mike, I know you haven't heard that one yet, but I suggest you go. Yeah, I suggest you go back and listen to that one when you're bored.
I will do that.
Yeah, well, when you're bored, Mike, when you have things going on, some chores, throw that on there, and it'll make you feel a little bit better.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh yes, oh yes. And by the way, I was supposed to interview another gentleman just recently, Mike, Michael Cremo. He's an older gentleman, well established, well known. And me and his people sort of dropped communication all of a sudden. He fell off the earth, the flat earth.
The flat earth?
Yeah, he fell off the flat earth. But I have lost all communication with his people. I don't know what's going on with him. I hope he's safe. I hope he has not died. Yeah, he's old. That's what old people do. They die.
Yes, I suppose they do.
Dying of COVID or old age.
Muggings.
They're getting hit in the head with a hammer down the subway in New York.
There you go.
Well, I don't think that was an older lady. I think it was a much younger lady than Michael Cremo. But regardless, I saw some weird story about this woman going down some stairs in the subway there, and boom, she got hit over the head with a hammer, Mike.
You have to admit, the piece of shit that could do that to an elderly person.
Right.
You gotta really be a piece of shit to do that to
somebody. You really do. That's wrong, by the way.
I think so.
I don't have to tell you that, but
Yeah, I mean,
Lord.
I mean, what does it take for you to have to walk up to an elderly person who could probably barely stand or has, troubles walking or whatever,
And you mug
and just
them.
just bop them in the head? I mean, that's just messed up, man.
Mike, what was that noise?
That was my phone. I just turned it off.
How dare you?
Yeah, well,
It happens.
it happened.
It happens.
I'll punch an old lady in the head for you.
Thank you, you old kneecapper.
China.
China.
Were you able to hear that, by the way, during the intro? During the music?
No, at first I heard the Spy Society song going off, and then I heard it kind of like doubled up.
Yes,
and you stopped it.
Yes, I was messing
Then
with the audience. It was a false start.
Yes, I noticed that. I read it on the chat board.
China.
But, I didn't hear China in there. No.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping everyone could hear the China.
China.
I would have liked that. That would have made me laugh.
It would have been a good one. That's why I was doing it. I was hoping you would hear it and laugh while you were muted.
It's yeah, like I said, I didn't hear it.
God damn it.
Oh well.
Oh, well, it happens. It happens, but regardless, Mike, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad everyone's alive. I'm glad you have not succumbed to COVID-19 or the booster shot or any of that shit. I'm glad
still
you're
here.
well. You're still here. You're still alive and kicking.
Indeed.
Love that. Lots to talk about, boys and girls. Will America be tied into a great war? Is this the end time? Some experts, the so-called experts, are saying a nuclear war is around the corner, Mike. That's what some quote-unquote experts are predicting.
And may I say this? I don't know who of you out there don't like Trump, and I really don't care. But I'll tell you this: if he had still been our president, we would not be in this position right now.
You really think that, Mike?
I think so, 100%. Do you understand what's happening
China.
with Russia and China? They're pushing their boundaries, as well as North Korea. Ever since the corpse took over, they are pushing their boundaries. They wanted to see what they could get away with from the corpse. And when the idiot gave away $85 billion worth of military to the Taliban, our enemy, they all realized that they had a pushover as an American president, the free leader of the leader of the free world.
You might not like this, Mike, but I have to slightly disagree with you. I kind of feel like these moves would have been implemented with or without Trump being there. I feel like this was sort of brewing up for it.
Trump predicted it before he left office. He predicted this was going to happen.
He said this was going to happen.
He had a meeting with NATO, and he's told NATO, Germany and other various people or countries in the European nations are buying oil from Russia. It's unbelievable what we've done. We shut down our own pipeline, and we give Russia the okay.
Yeah, we've been making some bad moves.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, our
but that's
government
why I say
has.
I think Trump. I think I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I think if Trump had been in office, this wouldn't have happened.
I think it had to do with Sleepy Joe. That's what Dublin says in the chat.
Absolutely. He's a moron. The entire administration, they're a bunch of wimps. They can't do anything right.
Oh, I don't disagree with you on that.
Oh, it's so frustrating. And it's an absolute embarrassment.
Are kind of wimpy, that is true. But yes, lots of talk about a nuclear war. So that's why I titled this as, are these the end times? Are the end times around the corner, ladies and gentlemen? Do you feel like the walls are closing in again? Or are you still thinking about the Down syndrome model?
If I may say something.
Uh-oh.
I personally don't think that we would ever go to nuclear war. And I say it because of this reason. Not. I think any country, any superpower with nuclear capabilities realizes no matter no matter who pushes the button first, there's going to be destruction on either side, and it's going to be devastating. And I don't think either country would want that.
I hope, no country wants that. I hope we kind of come to terms with some new things, some new agreements, and we all get along. That would be the wise thing.
It sure would.
Oh, yes.
But we're too goddamn stupid to make things work.
Gas
in my humble
prices
opinion.
are going up, Mike. That's never
Yes,
good.
they are.
They are horrendous, as all of you are. Well, you guys already know about that. Yeah, the gas prices are they suck ass.
And they're going to go even higher. I was told that they may hit as high as $4.50 a gallon within the next year to two.
Well, it's higher than that here.
Oh, I know. You guys are up to what? $6?
Yes,
$5?
we are getting raped, by the way.
It's absolutely insanity. How much is it? You drive, right? How much
Of
does it cost you to
course.
fill up a tank?
At least like $60-$70.
Holy Christmas.
Yes, so that's the truth.
That's insane.
That's not right. That is borderline criminal, by the way.
You can thank all the green people out there for wanting to jack the prices up on gas because, and I don't say the green people, I mean the green people politicians who want to force this high pricing of petrol down our throats because they don't want us to drive. They want us to use public transportation.
They want us to ride bikes.
That's right.
Well, I hope that's not true, but again, gas prices are going up. Your shit boss at work is, driving you insane. Whatever is on your mind, we are here for you, and we would love to hear from all of you tonight. The phone lines are working this time. I tested them. Everything is good, I promise. Give us a call at 424-666-2425. We'd love to hear from all of you. Yes, the number is on your screen, and it will be there for a while. I think we'll leave it up there for you, boys and girls. And yes, don't be afraid to call in. We would love to hear your opinion on all these things. We'd love to hear whatever is on your mind. That's what we're here for. For all of you out there, those of you that are sitting behind your computers or your cell phones, tablets, what have you.
I don't want to hear it. I got my own problems.
You got your own problems, Mike. You don't want to hear this shit. Yes, who you calling green? That's true, Mike. I saw that in the chat.
What are you calling green?
What are you talking about, Mike?
Racist.
I know, you sound like a racist honky, Mike. You got something against the reptilians.
The green people.
The green guys or girls.
Or you green people out
or
there.
it. She, he, him, her. Whatever.
It,
they,
us, we, them.
Oh, yeah. So the fighting does continue, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We've been seeing a lot of that.
Does anybody out there think that, I mean, Ukraine used to be part of Russia. Does anybody think that Russia has the right to take it back?
I don't know, Mike. I don't think they have the right to take it back in a way.
How much you want to bet China is going to end up taking Hong Kong?
Hold on. Where's that? Oh, there it is.
China.
There we go. I was looking for that one.
How much you want to bet China is going to take back Hong Kong and possibly even Taiwan?
You know, to be honest, early on in the game, I thought Russia was going to have a easy time sort of, going through the Ukraine like a buzzsaw, but that's not what we're seeing. At least that's not what the intel reports are saying and what's being reported out there in the media. They are having a hard time, allegedly, I don't know for sure, but I guess they're getting their ass kicked somewhat.
Who, the Russians?
The Russians, yeah, they're getting beat up.
Is that so?
That's what they're saying. I don't know.
Well,
don't shoot the messenger. I have no clue if that's true or not, but that's what's being reported.
Based on what I was, the statistics I was given between the two different militaries, Russia's got more tanks and more military machinery than Ukraine by far. So if they're losing this battle,
that's what I'm told. But of course, the Russians are poorly trained. That's what other people in the military have been telling me behind the scenes. By the way, I do have people on the ground out there, so I am personally getting reports from what's going on, and they all have said, yeah, the Russians aren't very, they're not that good. They're not that trained that well. Holy shit. By the way, Mike, we do have our first caller here. Let's see what they want. Caller, go ahead. We hear you.
Michael?
Yes. Are you calling through a tin can?
Yeah.
Are you calling through an Obama phone?
Calling from a car phone.
Yeah, that's a terrible line, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah, you sound like a ran over dog shit.
Yeah, probably the speaker on this thing.
Yeah, your phone sounds like it has HIV. Has your phone contracted COVID like me?
Probably.
I mean, I have HIV now because of COVID.
It's made in China. Probably it's got the Wuhan wiggle.
It's got the Wuhan wiggles indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, early on I was telling you this is the AIDS flu. You guys all said I was insane, but now you're finding out the truth. And me and the truth have a lot in common.
HIV in it, huh?
Yes, we all have some form of HIV now, those of you who have contracted COVID-19. How funny is that? How ironic. We've all got AIDS.
You know what? I have not caught it. And I have not gotten vaccinated either. And I have not caught it yet. And all of my friends supposedly have got it. I have not caught that.
By the way, why are you talking to me on a on the speaker for? Why not hold it up like a normal person?
Because I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving. Well, that you should have told me that.
Yeah.
Are you a truck driver? Are you in Canada? What's going on?
No, I'm not a truck driver. That thing is just stupid. That thing is just. Where are they heading to? Washington? They're heading to Washington, D.C. or something?
By the way, you have not answered the question. Why are you driving?
I'm driving home. I'm heading home from work.
Oh, you're driving home from work. Okay.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, that's right. That's not good enough.
China.
Well, I don't know. I just called you, man, because I told you last time I like your voice. You sound like you should be on a love radio station where you're playing oldies. And,
I should be playing oldies.
and love requests. And stuff.
Love request hour. I should be seducing women across the world. Is that what you're telling me?
Until you say fucking shit, and then you're like, oh, man, this guy's not on the love request line.
Well, I mean, if I was doing that, I would have to abide by FCC rules, and you wouldn't hear that sort of colorful language come out of my mouth. I got to save the gig.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I feel very, I guess, relieved that you feel like my voice is good enough for top 40 radio, for the oldies, for the new music, whatever have you. That's fantastic. I'm glad you feel that way.
Hey, man, I just think that shit in Ukraine, I mean, Putin is a terrible guy, psychopath, but he needs to clean house, and there's a lot of neo-Nazis there, and a lot of money laundering in the Ukraine from the U.S.
Well, my friend, I hate to say this, but there's lots of Nazis all over the place and lots of money laundering going on all over the galaxy.
Yeah.
I'm afraid we can't escape the evil that lurks inside humanity. We are all wolves.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's a lot of innocent people that just want to live. That's
They
it.
just want to live.
They don't care about the politics. They just want to feed their families, go to work, and go home. And these global elites are just terrible, man.
This is true.
Terrible.
Oh, yes. No, I agree 100% with you, and hopefully all these things get resolved, but it doesn't really seem like there will be any peace.
I have a solution for that, though.
What's your solution? Go ahead.
I think these global leaders should actually go into the ring and fight it off and put it on pay-per-view, and we just watch it.
Oh, I love that
We don't
idea.
fight it. Right?
Yes,
We don't fight it.
We
just
would
watch it.
if that was the case, and we sent our so-called president into that ring, we would die.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that guy's what the we could curse. I've heard you curse on this shit.
You could say whatever you
What
want.
the fuck? I own a business. I own a business, and I would not let an 80-year-old man take care of my business, but we're letting an 80-year-old man take care of the country. What the fuck?
He's got Alzheimer's too.
What the fuck? Why do we let these old people? There should be an age limit.
There should be an age
and there
limit,
should
yes.
Yes, and there should be a lie detector test.
I
There should
agree.
also
There,
be a senility test as
there
well.
should be a lot of things going on. These people should not be around for very long, especially past a certain age. Elder people out there, the elders listening to the show, don't get offended,
They're
but
no good at taking. Yeah, they're no good at taking care of shit.
but if you are old enough to be,
I would
you
not
know,
let an
Yes.
80-year-old person take care of my kids.
I wouldn't either. That's what I'm saying. You know, if you're old enough to be in hospice, you should not be running for president.
Yes.
You should not be in office.
I don't know, man. I don't do politics because it's just an illusion.
It is just an
Voting
illusion.
if every American in the United States would secretly not vote, we will still have a president in the morning.
Yes, we'll still have the corpse in the morning.
Thank goodness. So,
I'm relieved.
yeah.
It's just an illusion, man. They give you a choice. They give you a choice, and they put the choices on television and stuff, and that's all you get. But you don't have to vote for any of them.
Well, the problem is that the Democrats are believing that the people who are voting Democrat are believing that the politicians who are Democrats are doing these good things for the people. But in reality, especially the black community thinks that the Democrats are doing the right thing for them. And in all sincerity, they're not. They make black people think that they're so stupid that they can't get a driver's license for voting. You have to have a driver's license to get beer. You have to have a driver's license to get a gun. You have to have a driver's license to get almost anything, go into a bar, whatever. But they want to make it so that you can't get one or you don't need one for voting. So they say, oh, well, it's racist if you're asking for a black man for an ID to vote. They make them sound like they're stupid, and that's bullshit. The biggest enemy the black community has is the white liberal politician.
You're talking about the JWs. That's illegal, Mike. You can't say, you can't blame the JWs, Mike. That's against the law.
Is that what that means?
The ADL will go after you, Mike. How dare you? The show's getting shut down. Thanks.
Let me back up and say that was just my opinion.
Yes, Mike. The show for sure will go under now. The ADL will leave a nice message for you.
Hey, listen, if there's anything I just said, I actually supported the black culture.
Well, yes, you
not
did, but
say anything against them bad. I'm just saying.
But we kind of know who you're blaming, though. Those, the tiny hats.
Democrats.
We can't. Yeah. Well,
And you know what? If I had turned around and said it's the Republicans, nobody would say a word.
Well, I think somebody will still complain no matter what, though.
Of course.
They'll still get angry.
Don't get me wrong. The Republicans are just as stupid as the Democrats at this point.
Well, Mike, you have to understand that both left and right, it's an illusion.
It is. You're right.
It's not real.
It's the wings. Okay, you got a left wing and a right wing, and they both belong to a beast system.
That's true.
You look at this Baphomet, and he's got two wings. He's got a left one and a right one. He controls both parties. It's just, you know what?
I agree with this man. He's making sense. He's saying, he's speaking my language, Mike.
Now he's talking about Baphomet.
That's right.
Check this out.
Praise Jesus.
I am not religious.
I am now.
But I follow what Jesus was saying.
Christ talks to me, by the way, caller.
He said,
He's not listening to me, Mike.
He said, be in this world, but not of it. Of it is politics and religion. Stay out of it. But enjoy the planet. The planet is beautiful. Go hiking, go camping, go to Peru, go to everywhere. Enjoy the planet because that's what we came here for. We came here as a vacation.
Yeah, this is true. This is what Bob Levy said the other day, Mike. He was saying that you should go and bank strippers and live life. That's what he said. He said you got to live life, bank strippers. This is what he said, not my words, by the way. That's what he said. I'm not responsible for that.
Whatever's your
pretty
pleasure in this planet. You came here to enjoy it in the flesh. Enjoy it, but you get caught up in politics and religion, and that's what's gonna.
That's when you
It never
lose.
ends.
Yeah, when you get too caught up with it, you have to remember, folks. You have to get a hobby or do something else. Don't get so, emotionally attached to all these things, or else you'll be highly disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's a never-ending battle for whatever the religion and politics. You're never gonna get what you want. So you
That's
gotta
true.
Just, you know what? I don't want nothing to deal with it. I'm just gonna go and
Live life.
hiking,
Go
camping,
hike.
and-
Yeah, enjoy
yeah,
yourself.
Yes.
This is true. And Allison in the chat says left and right are both working for the same remaster in the same circus. And yes, I agree, Allison in the chat.
It's politics is like they couldn't cut it as actors because it's too fucking ugly, so they had to take politics. That's what that is. It's just acting.
I agree with this man. He's speaking my language here, Mike. I love this guy.
I agree with him too.
He's an amazing caller.
And check this out. It was Jesus of Nazareth, and then it became Jesus Christ. Christ is consciousness. It's awakening, and that's what that man was. He was awake.
Yes, he
And
was
that's what
awake.
This world is coming to that right now. Christ is here, and it's an awakening.
Christ is here, Mike.
It's not a man in sandals
Okay.
and coming in a cloud with a beard and blue eyes. And no, it's consciousness that has returned. It's Christ that has returned.
Christ
The
has
body.
returned, Mike. He's telling the
Yes.
truth. I believe him.
When they said the body of Christ, they meant a body of water, like a body of fish. A lot of people are going to wake up. That means Christ within us waking up.
Christ within us is
A
waking
lot of
up. This
people-
is true.
The body of Christ.
The body of Christ.
Water, a body of fish, a student body. A lot of people are waking up. That's here now.
Mike might not believe this, but Jesus Christ does talk to me, so I agree, sir.
It's all. To me, it's like a fairy tale.
Jesus only talks to me when I'm on acid, though. Truth be told.
It's a made up name, It's Jesus. There was no J in biblical times, so this whole Jesus guy is just some made up name, That's why I don't believe in that stuff. But Christ is what I believe in. It's an awakening.
Oh, wait. So wait, you're saying you don't believe in Jesus, but you believe in Christ?
Consciousness. Believe in consciousness. This is
Oh.
what the Bible was telling you. He was saying, don't worship me, don't walk with me. Walk my way because I'm going to teach you the way home and the truth. The truth.
Okay,
and the
so
way.
I'm still confused. You're saying you don't believe in Jesus? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if there was an actual man because there's no J. So you go to these people and his real name was Joshua or Yahweh, or those are all made up names.
No. Yahweh is the Jewish term for God. The name for
It's a
Jesus, which was never really confirmed, and by the way, it wasn't Jesus Christ, it was Jesus of Nazareth. The word Christ means martyr. And Jesus, there is no actual log, so to speak, of the name Jesus of Nazareth from the biblical times. There were many Jesuses. In fact, what was what's the Spanish term for Jesus, Michael? The name. Jose? No.
Jesus, yeah. What?
So-
Kind of sounds like Zeus.
But what I'm trying to understand is that you're saying that you believe in the Bible, but you don't believe in Jesus.
Well, it's more of a. You got to understand, the Bible is more of a metaphor or a.
Oh, I
You
agree.
gotta
I agree
understand
that it
what
was
they're
I
talking
agree that it was a bunch of
Yes.
books written for. I mean, at the time, of course, the superstition, was rampant. But in my opinion, the Bible is a series of books that are written for people to interpret as good deeds for mankind. Agreed?
Yeah. see the word Yahweh. See, you talk to these Christians, and they'll say, "Oh, the real name is Yahweh or Yahshua." The original name, which is 7,000 years old in the Sumerian text, is YHWH. This is where they got Yahweh, the pronouncing, and it ended up turning into Jesus. That's where because a lot of stories from the Bible come from the Sumerian text. Noah's flood is in there.
The whole Christian religion is taken from various used religions. I mean,
Yeah.
if you do the research, everything about the Christian Bible is taken from pagan religions prior to Christianity.
Yes, but it ain't but it's not even pagan. It even goes like Easter. Easter comes from Ishtar.
Right.
Ishtar is a Sumerian goddess of fertility. That's why we got the egg and the bunny, because of the horny bunny and the eggs of fertility. And a lot of stories come from the Sumerian text. The Adam and Eve story comes from the Sumerian text.
I agree.
This is why I get these stories from there and say, okay, this is what that means.
Oh my.
Like the 10% these Christians give to the church, 10% of their paychecks. You know, the human brain uses 10%. This is what Jesus was talking about.
That's not.
That's a lie. Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Well, yeah, the whole 10% thing that's been what do you call it? Reevaluated.
By the way, Mike, I got to be honest. I sent you a message telling you my mic sort of went haywire all of a sudden, but I think we're back in the mix here.
Yeah, no, I lost you. I noticed that.
We're back in the Matrix. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to chime in here and, make it known that, I dipped out for a while. Jesus gave me a download right now, but I'm back in the game. Back in the game.
Where you
Yeah,
were.
I mean,
I see the message.
I'm getting home, but
Yes, give us a call later. Yes, we'll talk to you soon. Your phone sucks shit, by the way. We love you. Take care, my friend.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling. We do love you and appreciate you. Your phone, not so much. It was just as bad as my microphone right now. It was sucking shit, but now we are back in the game. We are back in the hustle. We will win. We will not be defeated in this rat race. We are back in the mix. Caller, go ahead. We can hear you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well.
Nice.
All right. Despite all this major global chaos,
I know.
I
My God.
want to know,
Go ahead.
what are your thoughts on Russia, Ukraine, the globalist agenda, and the shift in conscious awareness?
Well, it's unfolding right before our very own eyes. I mean, I had no idea this was going to come to fruition so soon. I thought it'd be, towards the sort of end of the year, but the kickoff started early, and now we are seeing everything unfold. And holy shit, I don't know what's going to happen next. What's that?
Moving fast.
It's moving too fast.
Is it though?
Well, yes and no. Let's be honest. We're in 2022. I think we've all been expecting war to pop off, but no one could have predicted it'd be this soon, though.
So how long have you been awake to the metaphysical?
How long have I been awake from the metaphysical? I mean, I've been having outer body experiences for a very long time, since I was a child. I mean, I even had a seizure one time during my high school years where I hit my head on the street and, my body was having a seizure, and I saw myself from above, and somehow I was able to snap myself back into my body. So I would say me and the outer realm and consciousness have been tied together. I'm crossing my fingers right now. We've been tight, son. Real tight.
Okay.
Tighter than a virgin
Dance
stitch.
for a few decades. Okay.
Yeah, that tight. That's pretty fucking tight.
I heard you loud and clear there, Michael.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Mike, what about you? Have you been woke? Are you woke, Mike?
Yeah, I'm woke.
I'm woke. I'm woke all the time.
Yeah, I'm awake now.
Well, I'm glad I woke you up.
Yes. What was your question,
silly,
Michael?
and this
Seriously,
is
I'm not
Kat
woke. What
Grace
was your question?
saying thank you. Good night, Michael.
Good night. I love you. We love all of you, by the way. Not just you. We love the entire world. We love the people in the chat. We love the callers. We even love the Russians, but not the KGB. That is a whole different ballgame there. But yes, go ahead. If you are seeing the screen right now, first time callers out there, we would love for you to call in. That number is 424-666-2425. We would love to hear all of you out there right now.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Whoa. We would love to hear all of you out there right now. It would be a good time. I mean, don't let us hang in here. We need you. The beer will run dry, so we need all of you to call in. We need you all. What happened, Mike? Why are you making those sounds?
I'm just listening to you. So,
You're listening to me.
yeah, I'm listening to what you're saying.
I say insane things all the time.
I'm like, yeah, I agree.
I'm out of my mind.
Yes, you are.
Sometimes. Caller, go ahead. You are live and we can hear you this time. We fixed the phones.
Hey, how's it going, brother? This is Kaiser.
Oh, what's going on? How are you?
What's up?
Go ahead.
Good.
What's on your mind?
I'll tell you real quick.
Go ahead.
When you have a comedian who is the president of Ukraine standing, doing emergency orders, okay, that protect his people,
Yeah.
i.e., the left says, oh, you cannot have guns. And in our country, it makes me laugh because what's the first thing he does? You can have fully automatic weapons to defend this nation.
Right.
And he's a comedian. There is a difference between an actual leader and a manager. And, of course, what we have is a piss-poor manager.
Would you shut up, man?
What they have is an excellent manager.
Would you shut up, man?
And a leader. And, all this muff fake, and you know where I come from on this, where they keep saying, oh, Putin wants to reestablish Soviet thing. No, it's not Soviet. He wants to reestablish the Tsarist regime.
I've been referring to Russia as the Soviet Union for a long time before this kickoff here.
Yeah, but it's not the Soviet Union. It's the Tsarist regime. In the Ukraine, everybody has some institutional memories that they've dumped for some reason.
So how long have you worked for the KGB, by the way?
What's that?
I said, how long have you been working for the KGB?
Oh, I know.
You sound treasonous right now.
Even though you know me and know who I've worked for.
I know. I'm messing with you, but you sound like you might work for them. Is that so? Do you work for them?
No. No, like I said, he's trying to reestablish, if you look at the two-headed eagle, he's trying to reestablish the Tsarist regime. And
the communist regime.
The communist
They're all
regime
commies.
No, they're not.
They're communist scum.
I love you, but you know that you're busting my balls now. I get it, man.
There you go.
But yeah, I did serve during the Cold War. Putin was Berlin station chief back when I was on the American side. So this is not an animal I don't know. And, look at all the experts. And I'm no expert. Trust me. Michael, have you ever heard me say I'm an expert on anything?
No.
Right.
Not that I'm aware of. Yes, I don't believe you have ever made such claims.
No.
Only an expert in your opinion.
Yeah, I am the foremost expert on my opinion.
Right.
And so are you.
Sometimes.
And everybody else. It just breaks my heart that institutional, and it's a part of the whole cultural Marxism thing that we're looking at in our own country. So, anyways, I just wanted to call to edify you that your program's rocking.
And that Russia's good and
I think
America
you're-
bad.
Huh?
Russia good, America bad?
No.
Well, you have to
No.
clarify for the newer people out there. They're hearing this and they're like, is this Tokyo Rose calling in?
Yeah, okay.
Is this KGB propaganda? That's what they're saying.
No.
They're like,
well,
who does he work
maybe.
for?
I mean, if that's what they want to believe, except for what I did during the Cold War.
That's true.
Uh,
You were in the game, by the way.
I was in the
Yes,
game.
you do got
and
skin
I
in the
still
game.
am.
Yes, sir.
I had skin in the game. But
Right.
it's like retiring from the mafia. You don't get out.
You don't get out. That's true.
But yeah, I'm pro America completely, except unfortunately we don't have the leadership of a nice comedian that my brothers in the Ukraine right now, who I served with in Iraq, all you guys who think I'm KGB.
Yes,
or
he
something.
served, by the way, folks. We're joking around, but yes,
Yeah.
he's done his time.
And I have my bona fide, and I love my brother. And I got told by a brother what things were used for, and those things were used very well because they got those things out of that box, and they put on something dark and sexy, and did some funky poaching.
Ooh.
On Russian.
What military did you serve in?
The United States Army first, and then the Marine Corps after that, and then the National Guard for another 8 years.
Wow,
I'm
thank
a
you so
Gulf
much
War
for your
veteran.
service. You hear me? Thank you
So-
so much for your service.
Oh, thank you, sir.
He could hear you.
Yeah. I speak Arabic as well as a couple other languages. My point being
Damn!
is, yeah, I've fought in every war since the Cold War, my friend.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
If you doubt me, ask Michael offline and he'll tell you.
Yeah, this is true, by the way.
man.
It just saddens me what I've seen our country become through critical theory. And everybody wants to say critical race theory. No, it's all critical theory. Critical legal theory, critical race theory, critical queer theory, all of this. And the first time anybody ever saw a hint of this in this nation was during Gamergate. That was where the alarm bell should have been sounded.
By the way, Kaiser,
Sorry.
people in the chat room are saying thank you for your service, by the way.
Oh, it was my privilege. Please don't thank me. I was privileged to serve my nation.
Well, we are thanking you because you did what we couldn't.
Well, anybody can do it.
I couldn't. I was going to join the Navy, but I couldn't because I ended up getting cancer.
Yes, he was blessed with cancer by the gods.
Well, I guess what? If it really came down to something like this for you, I guess that cancer wouldn't stop you from protecting your country, nor it wouldn't have done that for anybody else.
Listen, my brother, let me
Because-
tell you something. Let me just tell you something. If anything goes down, I'm going down in a blaze of glory.
And that is the American way.
He's going
We
out like
don't
Bonnie and
give
Clyde.
we don't give a F. I don't want to get him taken off over this.
We're going to get taken off regardless. It's okay.
Probably.
Most
But
likely, but that comes with the turf.
I'm not going to be the cause. But I love your show, Michael. I don't want to interrupt your guy. I'm loving the show. But I just wanted to give some balance as to what the mainstream media is trying to push. Oh, he wants to bring back communism and the Soviet Union. No, that's why their flag is a double-headed eagle. That's Tsarism. I hope you guys understand you're being lied to by everything in mainstream media, including Fox, because they're still pushing the Soviet bullshit. And it just makes me mad because that's not. Anyways, Putin has lost his mind in some ways, but this thing, folks, please listen to me. If you don't listen to me on anything, listen to me on this. This thing can get serious where it even comes home. And you think 9/11 was bad? Because of our lack of leadership. Look, brinksmanship is a game should never be done by academics or politicos. It should be done by professionals, and I'm not a professional. What I'll tell you is being done by those two, and that's the quickest way to have an exchange.
Understand.
Serious men and women need to be the people who take those decisions, and it's, you don't make a decision, you make a cake. You take a decision and you stand by it. And this is Source Point 9, and that's my thought processes. And hopefully, Michael and I will talk another time. I don't want to take your time up, brother. I want you to spit your truth, and I want to hear it. All right. God bless. Be well, be safe, folks. And I mean that. Start reading some books about how to prepare for how to survive certain things that
are coming around the bend.
May be problematic.
Yes. All right, my friend. Take care. Good night.
Bye, brother.
And there he goes, a supporter of the KGB. We got a communist infiltrator here, ladies and gentlemen, but we got rid of him. We will take out the double agent very soon. I'm joking. He's not a double agent. I'm just talking nonsense here. But yes, we did have another caller. If you had called in there, please go ahead. We'd love to hear from you. That number is 424-666-2425. Don't be shy. We would love to hear your little voice. We would really love your little voice, especially right now. But yes, that was Kaiser. We do love him very much. We love him here on the show. Give him a round of applause. He served his country. Always a good thing. Mike couldn't have done that. Mike had cancer, so he couldn't really enlist. And Mike would have if he was able to. I believe you. Mike is kind of violent. He likes to use a gun. He definitely wants to kill people, so for sure he would have made a great soldier indeed. Caller, go ahead. I don't work for the Russians. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right, thank you.
Why do you sound angry already? Are you in a bad mood?
No, man. I'm calling from Toronto.
Canadian.
Wow. How are you guys doing up
yeah,
there?
What's going on out there in Canada? I thought you kind of sounded angry.
Fucking shit show.
Oh, you are angry. There we go. I don't blame you, though. I mean, you do have that communist out there, Justin Trudeau. Another traitor, another KGB ally.
Yeah, I was in Ottawa for 7 days.
Oh, really?
And everything was fine until the cops showed up.
Oh, no. The fuzz.
Yeah, but there are a lot of cops in Quebec and somewhere else because a lot of them didn't speak English. And they had no badges or ID or nothing like that. Just billy clubs, size with baseball bats.
By the way, do you have the show running in the background? Can you please turn that off for us? We can sort of hear that leaking through. Yes, yes. Please turn that off. We hear the sound bleeding through like a leaky tampon on a very wet day.
That's my brain, probably.
What a vision!
I know what a terrible vision. Those little tampons. You see them in the trash. Maybe your wife or girlfriend leaves them out there, and you see that, and you want to vomit. Yes, like that. Just like that, caller. That's what it's like in my ear.
Oh Lord.
Oh my Lord.
It's like a woman's period in my ear.
So tell us about Canada, man.
Yeah, tell
What's
us
going on
about
up there?
Canada.
Well, everything was fine. It was very peaceful. A lot of food, free food. And then Trudeau got all pissy pants, and the city was getting all pissy pants. And then they just put the squeeze on everybody, man.
Oh, yeah. That
Hard.
happens, yeah.
Like military guys, just cracking skulls. Horses trampling ladies.
I love that, by the way. Nothing like watching the police, kill people in front of me. It's fun.
Yeah, the
Whoa,
cops
did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I should have hit mute. I should have hit
mute.
mute. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I went a little nuts. I take that back. It's not fun to see elderly people get stomped to death by, the horses or, old protesters showing up and getting knocked over by the cops. I apologize. That was wrong. That was really wrong.
Yeah.
But yes, I did see footage of that. That was quite sad. The horses were, trampling these innocent lives out there.
Yeah.
Yes, they thought they were at a concert.
Then they'd arrest you.
What was that?
Arrest you, then they'd take you 20 minutes outside the city and leave you in the freezing cold.
Oh,
drop
yes.
you off, and you have to walk back.
Now that is messed up, Mike. It's super cold. I mean, I can't even survive when, I go up to the mountains and it's like 20 degrees. I'm already dying.
20 degrees.
I want to kill myself.
Out here.
I know it exactly. It's even lower out there where you're at. I mean, I'm like a desert rat, Mike. I'm going to die as soon as I get cold. This body is not meant for that. This body is, reptilian. We need that desert sort of climate to survive out here.
That Mexican blood in
It's
you.
that all kinds of the mixed mud in
tamale.
me. We got that. There's all kinds of wacky stuff going inside me, Mike.
Hot tamales.
Yes. That too.
In your veins, you have hot tamales.
I inject that in my veins.
Do you?
Sometimes, along with ivermectin. That's no joke, though, by the way. I do jump on that bandwagon. Ivermectin is good for you. I mean, I do snort it sometimes. I feel like I'm going to take it at least once or twice a month, by the way. It will balance me out.
Do you really take it?
I really do.
And where do you get it?
Well, we have a source from India. We are international here.
Your family, or just are you saying like your family or California in itself?
My family has no idea of this, by the way.
Oh.
They don't know I'm taking ivermectin. I'm hiding like I'm hiding my heroin addiction.
Ivermectin.
Just kidding. I'm not taking heroin, by the way. I only pretend I am in my mind. Long in my mind. And
Didn't
acid, but that's,
ivermectin?
Another story. What was that, sir? I'm sorry. I'm going off on these strange tangents in my mind. Go ahead. I'm really what you said?
Didn't the Queen take ivermectin?
Probably. I have no idea.
She has COVID, right?
She contracted COVID. I hope so.
Who, the Queen of England?
Yes, she did. Yeah, the Queen of England, and they showed what she was taking. It was ivermectin, and they said it wasn't ivermectin.
Dude, what is she, like 600 years old at this point?
She's about 500 years old.
I thought so.
Oh, it says Queen Elizabeth has COVID at the age of 95. Whoa, that is pretty intense. I didn't know she was 95.
My pop had it, and he's going to be 91 in June. So
he's catching up to her.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
That is insane.
Like, her son, the prince, must be like, come on, man, I want to be king.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
My God, yes. Queen Elizabeth, as everyone I'm pretty sure all of you already know, but yes, I guess she has contracted COVID-19. She is HIV positive now.
You know she's on my list, Michael, right?
Oh, she's on the celebrity death pool list.
Yes, she is.
Really?
Yeah,
you
she
had
was
her up
on
there
last year too.
Is it just because she's old?
Yes, and it's like, it's about time. Damn it.
Yes, Dublin in the chat says that's old news. Well, I'm sorry. Forgive us. We didn't know that, your important queen had HIV. I'm sorry. I'm joking. She doesn't have HIV. You can get sued for that, Mike. You can't say that.
Can you not?
No, you can't say someone's HIV positive when they're not. That's, that's against the law.
Is it really?
I think it is. I think you can't say that.
No kidding.
So that's why I'm only playing. She doesn't have HIV. Only I do. Because of COVID.
Cold.
She has the devil's flu, Mike.
Oh Okay.
Yeah, so
Fair
we
enough.
do hope she survives. We don't want her to die, even though she's like, a million years old already. We want her to live. We want her to outlive Mike. I don't even know that's possible, but
God damn!
Hey, damn!
God damn!
God damn!
God damn!
Yeah,
there you go, Mike.
that was a good one.
FBI, open up!
Jeez,
The
I gotta
feds are
go.
here.
Somebody's at my door.
Oh, that was your door. So, caller, I'm glad you are still here. We don't know what's going on in Canada. Can you tell us the scene out there? Are the truckers still out there, or what's going on with these lovely boys and girls out there in those trucks?
The truckers got all their trucks towed.
Oh my God!
Their bank accounts are frozen.
That's not good. So all their assets were frozen. In other
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, so they're in a big rush to get them out of there.
Yeah.
Now they have nowhere to go because they have no money or no truck.
Oh my God! How awful is that, Mike? You got no money. You got nowhere to go. You're out there freezing in the cold in Canada, of all places.
Of all places, Canada.
GoFundMe stole all the money.
Justin Trudeau, he pocketed the money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he didn't, but that's what
Charles Schwab had an interview saying that he has infiltrated half of the Liberal government.
Mike, what do you got to say about that?
I don't know about that. I can't reply because I don't really know anything about that.
Mike's not following your greasy Canadian politics. He doesn't have the balls to tell you, but I do.
God damn!
Hey, like father, like son, right?
No, we love you, by the way. You are America number 2. I'm sorry to say that. America is always going to be number 1. But we still love you very much, even though Canada is, like a second-rate sort of nation compared to
like
America.
Stepbrother or something.
Yes, like a red-headed stepchild that, was molested a couple times, like that. He was kind of molested by the uncle and the cousins.
Oh, brother.
We're going to hell.
We do Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew, he's another pedophile. Yes, not convicted, but he's done things that prove that he's kind of diddled around. In my perception, that's how I perceive the man. He for sure is a pedophile. I can't legally say that he's a convicted pedophile, but I can say that in my opinion and the way I perceive the man, that he for sure is a pedo ass.
Serious.
Yes, I mean, you did see him with underage women, so that kind of
$17 million.
That kind of says it all. But anything else, sir, before we cut you loose here?
No, I just thanks for letting me hang out for a bit.
Okay, brother, we love you. We will talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye. I'm sorry, I wanted to talk to him longer, but we do have some calls coming in here. I did see that. I apologize, my friend from Canada. We don't really mean, or at least I don't really mean that we do love Canada very much. We're just busting balls here. We do love Canada very much. That's a beautiful place. I would love to go to Ottawa one day, or, somewhere around there. Toronto.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful out there. We love that very much. I would probably freeze my testicles off colder than I would freeze them like that one dude in the Olympics that had a frozen penis. The penis. I'd be the same way.
I gotta tell you, just a quick thing. When Empire Hideous drove up there to play a couple shows, we left New Jersey.
Yes.
It was like 85 degrees when we left.
Really?
When we got to Canada, mind you, this is June. We get to Canada, and it was like 60 degrees. We were freezing. Meanwhile, the people that were up there, they're walking around in shorts and barefooted with no shirt on. I'm like,
wow.
We were all like, I was putting my own T-shirts on that I was supposed to sell for the band.
That's
freezing.
That's
man.
colder than Monica. Never mind, I can't say that.
Colder than a witch's
Let's
tit.
just say that's colder than Hillary Clinton's heart.
Ooh, I get it.
I was going to use another, bad profanity word there that would get us in trouble by certain, groups. Caller, go ahead. We're live. We're not naughty at all.
Hey, good. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Who are you? Who do you work for? Is this another KGB agent? Are you loving Putin here? If you are, we can't talk to you. We don't like traitors of America. We're way above that. And if you are supporting the communists out there, we don't like you. We don't like your kind.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, no, I don't give a shit. I mean, I do, but I don't.
You do, but you don't.
I'm independent, man. No, I'm just saying, how y'all doing?
We're good. Go ahead.
I just wanted to, I was going through some of my old paperwork, and I found a poem. It's real short, and I wanted to read it.
Oh, go ahead.
Pretty profound.
Go ahead.
And it's just called I Spy. So when you KGB, it's fucking hilarious, right? That's the name of it. I spy the corporate lies. I spy some American ties.
Ooh.
I spy the NSA ties. I spy computers at Fry's. I spy a pharmaceutical rise. I spy alchemical highs.
Nice.
I spy technology's disguise.
Ooh.
I spy too much for our youth's eyes. I spy an uneasiness in our skies.
Very nice. We love that.
There we go. Thank you.
Good job.
I know, and I was
that.
like, what made me put pharmaceutical rise, right? I wrote this this is an old piece of just a dribble. And
You're
I'm and I found it and I was like, holy shit.
You're like a prophet.
No, maybe I just get high too much,
Ooh.
Taking that.
Getting a little too high out there.
No, yep, on that Tahoe G.
Shit.
I don't have time. I'm actually working so much these days. How you all been doing?
We're good.
Surviving all the drama?
Just drinking, getting ripped, eating edibles, dropping acid, that sort of thing.
Oh, I wish I could.
We're taking acid. We're watching. The box set of Seinfeld on Blu-ray.
Oh, there you go. I've been playing Creed Valhalla.
Really?
Predictive programming in that game, let me tell you.
Really?
That's a trip.
So you're getting baked, you're playing video games, you're living the life, you're not really concerned.
I'm living the life, working 48 hours a week,
Whoa. You're really putting in the hours.
Putting in the hours, yep.
And let me guess, you also have an asshole boss, too, you got to worry about.
No, I'm the asshole boss.
You're the asshole boss.
Right on.
Are you giving people anxiety before they go to work? Is that you?
No, I make everyone laugh.
Okay, you're a good boss.
My stage is comedy. Yes,
okay, well, I'm glad you're not a communist.
No.
I'm glad you're not a dirty commie. We are against that here.
I know that was hilarious. Cracking me up tonight.
We're just having fun.
I just want to say I love you. I won't keep it too long. Go ahead and take the next caller. Just wanted to share.
Okay, well, we really appreciate that. We love you. We love the poem. We love all of that. But yes, I hope you stay safe out there wherever you are on this island Earth.
Yes, clockwise, dear.
Gotcha.
Right.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And God bless. And there she goes. Another great call there. We appreciate that very much. And of course, Mike, we need someone else here. Yes, we need another call here. We would love another caller if they stepped up to the plate. That number 424-666-2425. I think that's the number. Did I get that right? Is it 424? Yes, it is. Mike, I
call into the Michael Decon program at 424-666-2425.
That's a scary number, right? Wow.
That's the demonic number.
It's a terrible number to have.
I think it's pretty awesome. I would trade you if I could.
I'm afraid of that number.
You are.
I don't like it. It's demonic. Yeah. It's plagued by the light. But yes, that number is 424-666-2425. Don't be afraid to call in. We would love to hear your little voice if you have the balls to call in. It takes a certain person to call in, Mike.
Indeed.
Yeah, it really does.
Indeed.
Yeah, not everyone is made to call in. So yeah, don't be afraid.
I'd call you if I could.
You would call me, Mike.
I'd call you and I'd breathe heavily.
You'd be like, Like that?
Sort of.
Or less crazier than that?
Maybe a little less hyperventilating.
I was raping ears right there. I'm giving birth.
We're like,
oh my God. Caller, go ahead. You are live. Oh my God. I could hear the show in the background. Please turn that off before I have to kill you with my mind.
Hang on. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Sound off.
Okay. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
I wasn't sure because the last time I called, which is a few minutes ago, I was
happened?
told I couldn't get through.
Well, now you're here.
Yeah.
You made it.
You know who this is, don't you?
Who is this?
You should recognize my voice.
Is this a KGB agent?
Do
you love Russia?
No.
Answer the question. Are you a lover of Russia?
Wait. How does that go? Russian hands and something Russia. Never mind. Something about fingers and hands in Russia, but I forgot how the joke works. Anyway.
That's okay.
Good.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're fine. We love that very much. I'm glad you have called in. We love talking to you.
Okay, you know who this is, don't you?
Of course.
Who?
I don't.
Well, Mike doesn't know, but this is Star Mountain.
Yes. How are you, Michael, my friend?
I'm good. I'm just living life. We are here doing the show. We're taking some calls, having fun with, the audience here. We love that.
I don't jump in the chat room often.
That's
or
okay.
Ever, but
we know.
I
It's
do
okay.
follow I do follow your shows, and I'm still your friend. I hope.
I am your best friend. I'm your only friend in this world, by the way.
No, I have a lot of friends.
Yes, but those are KGB agents. They are not really your friend.
They are not cabbage agents. I mean, KGB. What cabbage?
I'm telling you, they're not your friends.
What? I like cabbage.
Those people you talk to are just marauders. They are not your friends. They are your enemies in life.
Did she say she likes cabbage?
KGB. Yeah, cabbage. There you go.
Cabbage.
Steam cabbage.
Ugh.
That is
Yes, I know.
Disgusting.
KGB sucks.
yes.
KGB can go to KGB Island.
They can go to hell.
The park ever. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, what was the main subject when you because I was following CPAC tonight. I watched the real president.
Who, the real president?
Trump. Yes.
Are you saying that Joseph Biden is not the real president? Is that what you're telling me?
Hell
here?
no. Hell no.
He's not the real president.
No.
Are you hearing this, Mike?
And I agree with her because he's definitely not pulling. He's pulling. I'm going to repeat that.
You kind of remind me of Bush back in like 2004, 2003. This not my president.
He is.
Look at all you liberals.
In charge.
Look at
He's
all
clearly
you.
not in charge.
Look at all you haters of America, traitors of your own country, hating the president. This is treasonous. I hope the FBI arrests all of you. By the way.
I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him.
I hope the
I don't hate
FBI
him.
arrests all of you out there, by the way. I mean, you guys are
There
traitors
you
to
go.
America.
Liar.
You don't like Joseph Biden. This is insane.
Oh, Michael, you're lying.
I can't believe you don't like
You're-
Joseph Biden. This is heartbreaking for me to be an American citizen. I love this country. It's taken me in so nicely. And you hate the president. I mean, this is treasonous.
No, I don't hate. And I don't hate trees either.
You guys are terrorists, by the way. All of you out there are terrorists.
I don't hate sons of trees either.
You are a terrorist.
I don't hate sons of trees either.
You're a terrorist.
Trees and sons,
You're a
I
filthy
do not
terrorist,
hate.
by
No.
the way.
Oh,
We are not
no.
friends. You're a terrorist. You are an enemy of the state. The FBI will come to your door now.
Wait.
I'm calling the
state?
cops, by the way.
The state of
Mike, I'm calling the police on this caller.
Oh, cool.
This caller is a communist.
Cool.
That
I could use some company.
this is a
I'm
communist
bit of a
caller.
loner. Good. Are you going to come with them?
You commie.
I hope so.
You enemy. I hope they hang you.
And enemy.
You're an enemy of America.
Enemy?
You're a terrorist. You hate
I
this
love
country. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No.
You don't love America.
I love my country.
You're a terrorist. No.
I love my country.
No, not at all.
I'm
If
a
you
terrorist.
no.
I am a terrorist to
Yes, you are.
anti-Americans.
I mean, saying you don't love the president is, anti-American. That should. You should be arrested. Is what I'm trying to say.
No. I'm pro-American.
No, you're not.
Anti-Biden.
No, if you were pro-America, you would love Joseph Biden, the greatest president on earth, the most popular president on earth, the Alpha, the Omega, bigger than the Beatles, bigger than Jesus Christ. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Michael. I get it, but I love it.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Well,
So what have you been up to lately? I keep Skyping you and keep ignoring me, so tell me what you're up to lately. I miss you.
I'm living life. I'm dropping acid. I am fighting people on the streets. I'm trying to get this money from the people that owe me money. I am a step away from committing a crime.
Okay. Have you been...
In my heart, I am, not in real life. I know she's like, okay, he's so nice.
Okay, he's good.
He's okay. He's doing
No,
okay.
The super volcano that is not too far from you, and all the bubble
The super
pots,
volcanoes.
the
What are you talking
stuff
about?
that
What
are
volcano?
Super volcano not far from you, and I forgot what it's called. Not far from whatchamacallit. I'm sorry. I'm an old fart. I'm 75.
You're 75.
I can't remember everything right off the bat. Yes, you do.
Good for
Yes,
you.
you do.
Have you contracted COVID yet?
Oh, hell no.
You have not.
No, I'm kind of a hermit. So
You haven't caught the devil's flu yet.
No, I don't. Well, if I did, I don't know. I have natural immunity, so if I have, it came and went, and I didn't even know about it.
Ah, I see.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Right on. Well, I'm glad everything is honky-dory out there. You haven't contracted the HIV virus yet. I'm proud of you. But I can't say the same for myself.
I read one of your posts or something where but now you're naturally immune, right?
Now I'm naturally
So
immune.
you're
I'm
not
like
worried
Magic
about it
Johnson.
anymore.
Yeah, my whole life is going to turn around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
of course.
cool.
Yes, like Magic Johnson.
Simple. And you don't have to worry about any of those bargain shake mandate 30 Hitler type of crap thingies. Mandates, not jabs. People get to choose the jab.
Right.
The mandate is the force. Yes. Well, you already know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I
So
do.
does your audience.
Oh, yes.
Very good.
Yeah, but I do kind of like the burqa that we are forced to wear because, I don't really like to see, every guy, every girl's face, to be honest. There's some ugly faces out there and I don't need to see them.
Well, only the women wear the
Okay,
burqas. They don't have to worry
and point number two.
Point number two.
I'm sorry. Wait, who is the guest? I can hardly hear him.
That guy?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
He's just in the background,
There he is.
He just says
Yeah.
goddamn all the time. He's in the room with me.
But what is his name? I want to say hi.
Oh, that is, I'm not sure what his name is. He just showed up one day at my house and this is all he says.
Oh, lucky you.
Yes, that's all the word. That's all the only phrase he knows and the only sentence he ever says. It's a miracle. By Christ.
He sounds really cool.
He does.
Maybe when he's through visiting you, he can come to Colorado and visit me.
Colorado. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Star,
What's wrong with Colorado?
nothing at all. Just, communist out there in Colorado. That's all. But yes,
Really?
we
Where?
love talking to you, but there are some callers out there, so we have to sort of move on here. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Star.
Michael.
I'm sorry.
Understood.
I'm sorry.
Take off the old part. the little old senior citizen lady has to go because she's no fun.
No, she's fun. No, we love you very
I'm
much.
kidding.
We
I'm
love
kidding.
you a lot. Don't worry.
Michael, I'm kidding. You old part.
Well, I hope you contract COVID.
Nope, that ain't gonna happen.
I hope it does.
Oh my God!
I
This
hope
is the
you get it.
weirdest
I
conversation
hope you get
I've
it.
ever heard.
Okay, well,
No, you don't.
I know,
But
I know.
If I do, if I do, you will.
I know, right?
Because of
I'm
our
gonna get it back.
connection.
This is true. Yes, I know. My God, how dare you?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right though.
No,
I
well,
will
hey,
contract it too.
no.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree. Well, once again, thank you so
Okay.
much for that call. We love you so much.
Love you too, Michael. And
Yes.
don't treat me like just a plain color, because
I won't. I
been
promise
friends
not to
for,
treat you like a Canadian.
what,
Yes.
20 some odd years?
20 some odd years. This is true. We've known each other forever.
No, not as forever.
Yes, it is forever to me.
Been very
In my
close
heart,
for a
it's
long
forever.
time.
Yes.
But it's okay. You're on the radio. You can't afford to be associated with those
I can't be
words.
so.
Not
I
it.
can't be.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't afford to be associated with anyone. Take care, and we love her very much. That was Star. We had hang up on her already. Yes, hang up already. Yes, we had to go. We had to go. We had to go.
Oh my God!
I know that was too much.
Woo!
My God, that was a little crazy there.
Hmm.
But we got through it. We got through it together. We are still here, even though the microphone was. I had contracted AIDS for a while, but we turned it around like Magic Johnson. Is that too soon?
Damn.
I can't say that. Is that bad?
You are evil.
Tonight I am, right? Wishing death upon everyone here.
Mm.
That's never fun, but yes, I mean, I'm in the mood. I am enjoying this very much. I love talking to all of you out there and hearing your voices. It's always fun. Go ahead. That number is 424-666-2425. We are waiting on you. This is, your time to shine. So come on through to the other side. I think those are lyrics, by the way.
Break on through.
Break on through. Yes. That's from a song, by the way, that predates the younger listeners out there. That's what your parents were listening to when they conceived you. You need to get Cliff High on again, Decon. Do I really need to bring him on? I mean, who gives a shit? I mean, I'm the show here, not him. So, I mean, you need to check yourself, you communist.
Amen.
Yes. If you want to hear that, go to him. It's just that simple. Let's see. Caller, go ahead. You are live on the air. Please don't be a Russian.
Good evening, Mr. Decon and Mr. Idiot. How are you this evening, sir?
Why are you talking that way?
I just woke up and I took a bong hit and I'm just trying to recoup.
Okay. That's the proper answer. Now I get it. Okay.
So I just wanted to inform you that you haven't gotten paid from those people yet.
I have not gotten paid. Thank you for reminding me of these evil war crimes that have been committed against me. I feel like I've been raped and pillaged. Kind of like how I feel about my audience here tonight who has not, the listeners who say, oh, I love the show. I like you, blah, 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 blah. And like none of them have even subscribed to the Patreon thing. That is treasonous. Now these people have become my enemies. Every single one of them, none of them have even subscribed. So now they are enemies of America, and they are terrorists to me. In my opinion, they just want to rape me, pillage me, take advantage of me, pull down my pants, and do things to me.
Duty.
It's a shame.
It's a goddamn
it's a dirty
shame.
lowdown shame.
It's not good. I
shame.
feel awful. I feel depressed.
I went ahead and I have to confess, I went ahead and took the liberties of making a phone call on your.
I appreciate that. At least you called in, though.
No, I'm not talking about this call.
Oh,
I'm
this
talking
call.
about a different kind of call.
Oh.
Kind of call.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I had my friend. I think I might have mentioned him to you in a private conversation.
Oh,
connected. Yeah, he's. I let him know about your little mishap with this money situation,
uh-huh.
and he's going to go ahead and take care of that for you.
Is he really?
Yeah, you will be getting paid. Let's see, Monday, 3 days, by about Thursday, Friday. By next week, you'll have the money.
Okay, well, I do hope you are being honest here because, someone might have to lose their life.
Well, that's the point of this call.
Someone might lose their life. I mean, if I end up in jail, this is going to be all your fault out there, by the way.
Well, you haven't asked me who I am or what my name is, so far I've got it covered. Let's just keep it that way.
I'm blaming everyone, by the way. If I end up in jail, this is all your fault. All of you watching and listening and those that will listen on the replay, this is all your fault if I end up in jail for murder.
No, that's not how it works. The fear of murder will cause them to pay you.
I'm only kidding, by the way. I'm not going to murder anyone, just for the record. Don't call the cops. I mean, I know I said something right there, but keep it positive. I'm not going to kill anyone. Maybe I am, but no, let's let it go.
Well, the good news is you don't have to kill anybody because I made the call for you.
I really do hope you made some moves and made it happen because I'm pretty close to, doing something that I will regret later on. This is true.
Yeah. Well, just consider it a favor from a friend, so you won't have to worry about it. Once this situation's wrapped up, I won't have to listen to you bitch about it on your show anymore. Just tired of hearing you talk about
your
it.
ass.
Frank. I mean, no offense.
I will eat your ass.
You sound like a little pussy, actually. I mean, no offense, Michael. You're my friend and I love you, but you just keep whining about this shit, so I had to make the phone call.
Well, someone has to do it. I mean, if I don't cheer for myself and whine, I mean, who's going to do it?
Oh, I would have whined too, so that's why as a friend, I figure, what the fuck, I'm going to do this guy a favor. I'm going to make the phone call.
Well, that's so sweet of you. Now, Now I could whisper sweet things in your ear.
You're going to owe me, so just so you know, when you finally get paid.
Oh my God. See, this is how it starts, people. This is how the mafia works. I mean, they're like, you're going to owe me later. There's going to be a favor, and now you're going to have to do it, or else cut your head off.
Well, you'll be glad once you join the family.
You're worse than the cartel, by the way, caller.
You won't have any of these kind of problems in the future.
And I've had a gun held to my head, caller, and you are the worst.
Well, Mike's part of the family. He's never shared this with you. But, Mike's already in the family.
He's in the
We're just trying to
family.
bring you along.
Okay.
He's in the family.
You're in the family, Mike.
He's connected.
Who, me?
He's in the family.
Is this a Russian oligarch?
Mike, don't try to pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know you're in the family.
Yes, you're in the family, Mike.
Okay.
The Witness Protection Agency that has a hold of us there. My God. Well, I appreciate that, my friend. I'm glad you took care of business. Is there anything else you'd like to add here before we have to part ways like Jesus from the cross?
No, I don't. That's about it. What else? Is there anything else happening? Whatever happened to James Brown? Is that guy still at your house? I heard he was just freelancing and freeloading off your drugs there.
Well, he is gone. He's 6 feet under.
They got rid of him.
We got rid of him.
He's dead.
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
Killed him.
Maybe just some sort of magic ritual and brought him back to life. He was,
we have not used. No, we have not used the necromancer power just yet. We are still playing it cool.
All right. Well, hey, I just wanted to let you know, so when we go to bed tonight, you'll have to wake up in the morning, you'll have a new, fresh outlook on life.
I really hope you're serious because I am only a minute away from, making the next Tesla go off a cliff on the highway. On my way to the beach.
All right, well, I got business to take care of.
Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead. Go kill those commies. Good night. And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. That was a rather unusual call there. I don't know who that was. I mean, it could have been a Russian. It could have been a communist from Montclair. I don't know. Could have been a Ukrainian or a man from Canada. I don't know who that was, but they seem to know too many things, so we had to get rid of them. They knew too much. That was a paranormal call, in my opinion. And go ahead, call in. I know I saw some people. Oh, there he goes. Someone is calling in right now. Let's hope this isn't a filthy, nasty Russian or Australian, by the way. We don't like them either. Caller, go ahead.
Oh my God.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
We hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I was just listening to your show and I put it on mute, and so it's like this being recorded for 2 minutes later, something like that.
Oh. So, you were in the Matrix, in other words.
Yes, and I've escaped.
And you've escaped.
Now I got out of that net. I didn't go towards the white light.
Thank you. What's going on, Carol Ann?
It's actually Allison.
Allison. Well, I was close enough.
Yes, you got 3 syllables and
Yeah.
ending with an N.
So what's going on, Allison? How's your night going as the world turns?
It's going awesome now that I'm talking to you.
Oh, so your life is now better because you're talking to me.
Yes, I mean, not only have I escaped the Matrix, but now we convene.
I don't remember
Right
paying
now
you any
here.
money, by the way, so I'm surprised you're saying these things.
I'm swayed by your voice, to be honest.
Really?
I'm a musician, so I like to listen. And I heard you interview Eve Lorgan.
Oh, Eve Lorgan, yes. We
And-
love Eve.
yeah.
We love her very much. Insane topic, the alien love bite. We love that stuff. We love all that kind of shit here. We get serious. We get a little wild. Sometimes we talk about, the Matrix and aliens, and not illegal aliens, Mike. Like little green men type of aliens, Mike. Don't get too fired up, Mike. It's okay.
I'm not saying a word.
Don't get too crazy. It's okay, Mike. We're fine here.
That whole Eve Lorgan's alien love bite thing.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I actually believe I had a relationship like that.
Holy shit.
And it was with a Maoist revolutionary.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of commies.
Oh my God! Tell us about this experience. How did you survive the alien love bite? Was this with a guy or a girl or an animal?
This is actually a guy who wants to be a girl.
A guy who wants to be trans.
Yes. There was a little of that going on.
Are you
I
from San
actually,
Francisco?
Like Carol White, I evoked the blood of Jesus.
Whoa! And you were
Nice.
able to sort of, make your way through this ordeal and not succumb to the traps laid upon you by, these vampiric sort of, greasy Russian vampires, right?
Exactly, because
yes.
if Jesus is real,
Jesus
then
is real.
Jesus is the boss of all demons.
Yes.
So that means maybe Jesus is like the biggest demon.
He's the biggest
Because they-
demon of them all, probably.
Yeah, they respond to that name.
They do.
Daddy Demon
And
Jesus.
That's the smoke and mirrors in the Matrix, but nonetheless, it worked.
Daddy Jesus.
Demon Yahweh.
Demon Yahweh, yes.
Yeshua.
Demon Yahshua Yahweh.
Yeah, I covered myself with the blood of Jesus. I covered my house with the blood of Jesus.
This is good.
That guy was like sending energetic vibes.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's scary.
It was kind of vampiric, kind of manipulative.
So this guy, was he abusive towards you? Did he strike you?
No, he did not physically lash out.
Okay, just
So that-
mentally.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like psychic
Psychically.
boundary violation.
Wow. So he was like messing you up in the astral world too, probably.
There could have been some kind of astral sexual abuse going on.
I was going to say, do you feel like you were raped? That was my next question.
I was going to say astral rape, but
Astral
I didn't
rape.
know if that was too strong.
It's pretty
But
strong.
I know
but
it's a family
okay.
show, right?
It's
But,
yes, this is a show for, Christians. This is a very Christian show. We keep it pretty light here, even though I talked about murdering people, but that's a whole nother subject. We were only kidding, but yes, the blood of Christ is covered upon this program, so we are saved. And, I was baptized in moonlight.
That's kind of freaky.
Well, I am kind of freaky. This is true.
He is kind of freaky.
I'm a little paranormal.
I noticed. That's what drew me like a moth to the flame.
Well, that's what they all say.
I know.
I don't blame you for feeling
Sure.
that way, by the way.
I'm sure I'm not the only one.
You're not.
Although I feel kind of special right now.
You are
talking here.
special. We are talking to you, so you should feel special. You're not a communist. You're still alive. You haven't contracted COVID, so yeah, you're pretty special.
Yeah, I haven't contracted COVID. I've never been tested for it. I'm not getting those fucking jabs. Ever.
I hear you.
Excuse my language.
That's okay.
There, but yeah, I know.
We're adults.
The language is appropriate for that topic.
Yes.
Because I have pretty strong feelings about that.
I hear you. I mean, we all do, even though Mike, he is also, not only is Mike a communist, he's also, jabbed.
Also a Satanist, communist.
So,
That's true.
Many truths can exist at once, right?
Many truths can exist at once. This is very true. It's never what it seems like. Nothing is ever what it seems like.
There's lots of nuance. There's lots of gray area.
This is true. Look at Mike. He's a walking contradiction. While I'm a walking Ouija board.
Oh, no. Cover that shit in the blood of Jesus right
I've
now.
tried, but, I am possessed. Mike, I'm only kidding, by the way. I don't really feel that way about you. I just, can't say that word.
You think I
What
really
word?
thought you were serious?
Well, of course.
What word?
No words can explain what I was about to say to Mike.
Okay, I was wondering if it's like that see you next Tuesday word.
No.
Oh!
Okay.
My God. Things have gotten a little crazy here, Mike. Wow.
You think?
I didn't expect that here tonight on Saturday. But the world, the world is ending.
It's
This
like
is the end
beyond
times.
the linguistic matrix. It's beyond all matrices.
Yes, the consciousness, our consciousness have all, sort of connected and intertwined. We are all one right now. This is true.
Yeah, to some extent. Although, do you believe that some people are NPCs? I don't, but I'm just curious.
I would say only in their minds, but not in actuality. If that makes sense. I mean, I believe some
Yes.
people are just kind of brain dead and dumb, delusional, idiotic. I could keep going on all night. But some people have the lights on, but no one's home sort of syndrome.
I generally call them normies.
Normies also, you can also label them that way. We don't really like to label things and put them in boxes and tiny little boxes and more tiny little boxes. But yes, the normies, yes, they do plague the world. The ones that aren't really involved, don't really have an opinion, and if they do, it's really stupid.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't like to pigeonhole, but I think some of them have gone down that pigeonhole.
Mike likes to hoe a lot of things, by the way.
Okay.
I just wanted to let that be known.
Thank you.
He's usually, holing all kinds of things in the back there. He's very holy.
I love hoes.
He's holy.
Yeah.
I'm holing out.
Constellation of holes.
God damn! God damn!
There's that James Brown.
Yeah, there's James Brown. Good call.
Yeah, James Brown.
Yes, and okay, go ahead.
Igor Stravinsky, this modern or somewhat modern
Yes.
Russian composer, although I don't think he was really a communist, but
He probably was.
he once, he admired James Brown because James Brown used the whole band like a percussion instrument. The horns were doing these little percussive
Yeah.
beeps and whatnot.
James
So-
Brown is the man, by the way.
So Stravinsky, he was like, there's 3 Bs, Bach, Beethoven, and Brown.
Ooh. We love that. We like that, yes.
You said you were a musician?
Oh, yeah, you said you were a magician.
I was a classical. I used
A
to be
magician.
a classical musician.
You're a musician and a magician.
I never got into punk or like, but I kind of went into interested in like funk and hip hop. That's why the James Brown thing.
What do you play?
But yeah,
Can you hear
I
me?
used to play. Well, most recently it's like keyboards and production, but it used to be flute and piano.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Takes a lot to know how to play piano as well as violin. These are instruments that take years to really master.
Yeah, I put a lot into it. It's kind of like, going out for professional sports or something.
Can you tell me how old you are?
Do I have to?
You don't have to. Can you give us a roundabout age?
You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. It's okay. We don't have to disclose that. It's okay.
Will both of you answer? Because I'm curious about. I sense there might be an age difference between the two of you, and I'm just curious.
We are very much different in age. Mike's a little bit older than I am. But yes, by the way, before you even go on, where exactly are you calling from if we can ask that question, if we have permission, if it's not illegal?
It's legal. It might not be legal in my little boundary
shit.
world, but
are you young? Are you under 20, under 21?
No, I'm over double that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I wanted to know. And I mean, obviously, I can't tell from speaking to you over the phone, but the reason I ask is I just want to know, since you mentioned that you were, a pianist and a violinist, I just wanted to know how long you had been practicing those instruments.
I practiced them. I mean, it was it was actually flute rather than violin, but I practiced them intensely for a long time, but I stopped a little while back. It's not really. It's like a previous chapter.
Wow, that sounds like you went through something there.
Yeah, I mean, well, we all have like different chapters in our lives, different incarnations, reincarnations within this one body vehicle.
So, you don't know Harvey Weinstein, right?
No, I've never crossed paths with that creature.
Okay, I'm just curious, that's all.
Just kidding.
I did grow up in LA, but
Okay. Well, we do appreciate the call. Any more banter here before we cut you loose here, like Jesus Christ?
Nothing is coming to mind. It would be awesome to talk long, but I know you have many callers.
We have more victims to talk to, yes.
Right, things to do, places to go, commies
to kill.
Oh, okay.
With a gun.
Is that legal?
It might not be
as
legal.
Long as it's not illegal, right?
Well, I think you are allowed to kill commies, by the way. If they are Russian, I think you could become a hero.
That would be all the left. That would be all the left people in America because they've all become communists.
Well, I don't believe that.
It really has.
That's illegal.
Mike Hideous, like you, I used to be like, I was raised on the left wing, like liberal Democrat type shit. And I opened my eyes maybe
You're woke.
5 years ago.
Good for you.
And now it's just like, fuck that shit.
And now you're woke.
Love that. And I'm sure you'd agree with me. I'm sure you'd agree with me when you said you were on the left at one point. When we were on the left years ago, I never ever thought of doing the things that the left is doing today, from firebombing businesses and arson and punching veterans in the head and throwing Molotov cocktails. I would never, ever think of doing that. But that's what the left does nowadays. And with all the riots that took place in the summer of 2020, the so-called January 6th insurrection, these people get locked up and they're compared to 9/11. They're compared to 9/11 and Pearl Harbor. Meanwhile, all the riots that took place in 2020 cost billions of dollars of damage. The incident on January 6th, nothing happened really compared. Like nobody had any firearms or anything. But what I'm trying to say is that they are suppressing the right. No one has freedom of speech on the right anymore. Only the left can say what they want to say, and they get away with it. That's what makes me sick about the left. And so I'm glad to hear that you're not on that side.
It's not even really the left. It's like who or what is controlling all this is coming down through the left at this point in time.
People like George Soros.
Following orders. Yeah, George Soros, he's it may not even be human what is actually at the very top of the pyramid of control.
I
get what
disagree
you're
with
saying,
you
but
on that.
I don't like Trump like you do. I don't like any of them.
And
Mike
that's
worships
fine,
Trump,
and
by the way.
I can respect that. What I'm trying to, but I got to say, I don't necessarily agree with what you're saying about the whole non-human thing. Only humans could do the destructive damage that they do to each other. I sincerely don't believe that any alien beings or
No
entities,
reptilians, Mike.
reptilians, whatever
how
you want
dare
to call
you.
them, lizard people. I don't believe anybody from any other species other than humanity could do the foul, effed up things that we do to each other.
I love those
I
things
hear you.
sometimes, by the way.
I was just
I
kind
love
of
that.
speculating and theorizing. I don't really know for sure, but yeah, that is entirely possible.
Oh,
for sure.
speaking out of turn, you don't really know.
Well, we can speculate.
You
right?
sound like a communist now, by the way. Are you working for the KGB?
Ouch.
Ouch.
You love the
not
Russians,
today.
don't you?
Not today.
Traitor. Traitor. I can't believe it. We have a traitor
The
on
whole
our
thing
hands.
has been a farce. Yeah, you're going to have to cancel the show now, right?
I'm going to have to cancel this show. I'm going to have to cancel this
We've
call.
been canceled like 6 times already.
100 times. More times than you can count.
Anyway, this is probably some banter that has gone on for too long.
It's gone too long, but we love you very much. We'll talk to you again on the other
Thank you for
side.
calling.
And there she goes. We appreciate that call. And yes, if anybody wants to call in, I think you might know that number. I'm not quite sure. You might have forgotten already because everyone has ADD these days. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know, it's a terrible thing, Mike, when you forget everything and you're shaking about like Michael J. Fox before the show. That's terrible, right? That's not that's not funny.
Freaking horrible.
It is, because I like Michael J. Fox.
I do too.
He's a great man. Here I am making fun of the poor man.
Poor guy.
I
You are
know.
going straight to hell tonight.
Am I really?
Possibly.
I might be, right? Well, I mean, at least hell will be fun. I mean, who really wants to go to heaven? It's kind of probably boring there. Hell is a much better place to be, I would say. It's a bit more entertaining.
Oh, I could definitely attest to that.
Mike, I'm not even serious. I mean, I believe hell is the worst place on earth. I think you want to go to heaven.
Okay.
Like, you know, I am one with Jesus Christ, so I don't even know why you would even think I would want to go to hell. Caller, go ahead. We are live and we believe in Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Goddamn!
Whoa. That's pretty good. I wasn't. Whoa.
Damn.
This is good. I was not expecting that from the caller.
Goddamn!
Yes. Oh my.
Damn.
Goddamn!
So what's up, brother? How are
I
you?
think we all know who this is.
Anthony, is that you? Look at that laugh.
Yeah!
That beautiful
Yeah!
laugh. You sound like an angel.
Thank you. Hell
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, praise Jesus.
Hell. Hold on a second. I don't want to tell you. Hold on a second.
You don't want the KGB to knock on your door.
No. I'm going to fall in the middle of the road. Hold on a second.
You're
I'm
gonna
on foot. I'm outside. Hold on a
You're
second.
outside?
Okay.
Be careful.
Yeah. All right. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you on 9th and C out there?
Hey, what?
Nothing.
Oh. Salutations.
Nothing, caller. Yes. So how are you?
Hello?
I hope you're doing well out there in this wild world. All kinds of
Am I
things
here?
are going south. We can hear you, yes.
Oh shit.
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
so,
you.
yes, well, you're
I'm sorry,
welcome.
I'm walking. I'm outside.
Yes, we know that.
Goddamn.
Yes, goddamn
No,
indeed.
okay. No, what the hell was I going to say?
What were you going to say?
I don't know. I have no idea. And I'm not even drinking tonight. And I'm probably going to take a break for a month because I'm running a really big race in a month from now. So
You're like a dry drunk.
I'm a dry drunk.
You're a dry
I'm
drunk.
a dry drunk.
That's okay.
I'm dry.
How dry I am.
Goddamn.
That's okay,
No,
though.
I will say,
we like that.
I did want to share one thing. Goddamn.
Share away.
Goddamn.
Fuck your life!
Bing bang. Fuck your life. Bing
Fuck your life!
Yeah, so we love
Yeah,
that. By the way, I'm
4-year-old
glad you're
show tonight.
walking. I'm glad you're safe out
Yes.
there in NYC.
I am safe.
I hope you don't get mugged or hit over the head with a hammer, by the way.
It's okay. I got Michael Decon, big voice guy. I got my running shoes on. And
You got your running shoes
I'm
on.
donning my
Yes.
trademark neon light vest, so I'm
Yeah.
welded up.
So
I'm
you
like a
look
walking, running Christmas.
so basically you look like an extra from Tron.
He's like a target.
He's like in the movie Tron. He has all these lights and shit.
Yes, enemy spotted.
Oh, you're like that.
Oh, I
Yes.
Enemy spotted.
Yes,
Enemy spotted.
you're basically, like a video game character right now.
Oh heck,
You're like the lawnmower man, basically, out there in
I'm
NYC.
like a lawnmower that is a man.
Yes, sir.
I was woke. Now I'm going back to sleep.
I'm glad you are getting some rest. Yes,
All
sir.
right, let me get to my story.
Go ahead,
Don't-
go ahead.
I was going to say something quick and I'll hang up. Let someone
Go
else
ahead,
talk.
go ahead.
All right, so I had said it in the chat. Hello, everybody, by the way, in the chat. Hi, Derry D. My baby. If he's watching, this is going for my baby.
Oh, my.
Asuka, konnichiwa, and everybody, thank you for your service. Everybody who's prior service or actively serving or in the reserves. You want to get everything out of the way. So no, I was on the train
Yes, sir.
before. And I had mentioned it in the chat. So basically what happened was I was on the 7 train coming from Hudson Yards, and I had to transfer at Times Square to get down on the West Side train going downtown. And on the 7 train, I'm on the train, and there's a guy there. I said this in the chat. There's a guy there, and he's like there was nothing. He must have been. I hate to say it, but he must have been. There's something not right. Like he was fucking screaming, yelling that he's going to bomb. He's a general and he's going to
Whoa.
bomb the Ukraine and the Russians and everything. But as he's saying this, Mike
Yeah.
Cole and Mike Edius, he's saying this leaned up against the door of the train, the subway train, taking and splattering and everything, going up against, sliding down the door like a diarrhea shit. I guess he was a drunk diarrhea shit or whatever.
Whoa.
Very oily.
Yikes.
And he's yelling, screaming, and people are getting. Because so many people get like walking away, going through the train into the next car as the train is in motion and on the sliding door. And people were getting concerned. I just kept away from them, but I just went going into one stop.
I'm glad you did.
But as I'm getting off, there's a young woman getting on, and a young woman. She couldn't have been more than 19 or 20. Very, very young woman, probably right out of high school. But she was dressed up fully in. I guess I don't know what the term is these days, but they used to call them BDUs, like the camouflage, like the multicam, like in total with a duffel bag and whatever she had on her.
She sounds like she's like a cosplayer.
No. I think she was probably a real either National Guardsman or somebody like in the army or something.
So she wasn't LARPing.
And I said, it was like a reflex. Like I just looked up and seen her, and I just said, it just came out of my mouth. I didn't think about it. It's like,
Right.
thank you, Mr. Service.
Okay.
And, she nods the head. But she's getting on the train with this guy, who's probably a crazy homeless guy, shitting all over the floor of the train car, yelling how
What a
he's a
sight.
general, and he's going to bomb Russia and Ukraine like he's bombing the floor with his shit.
Whoa.
It's like, you can't write this shit. You can't write this stuff.
That is pretty good.
God damn!
He's letting out some nuclear bombs himself.
Kohler,
Oh,
did you
hell
say
yeah.
that he was like crapping on the train?
Dire, not just crapping. It was coming out like, and anybody that lives in a big city like that,
Like The
New York or
Exorcist,
anywhere,
right? It was just coming
it's
out.
like a big, oily. Guy must have had to have been drinking because it had a weird smell, like oily, like weird colors.
Yeah, when you smelled it too.
I was gonna say, didn't it
Yeah,
smell?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, fuck yeah! I almost had to go to the next train car myself.
You probably got COVID.
You see stuff like that all the time, though. I mean, I used to work a job downtown, and there was a one corner, there's like a, if you know anything about Manhattan, like down past the Trinity place, down past like where the 4 and 5 is, there's a Wall Street shop. And there's like a Subway. This is going down Broadway, and there's a Subway sandwich place, not the Subway to train, the Subway to the place that makes shitty sandwiches. And in there, like down the stairs and off to the corner, there's this one guy every morning. Like, you'd see him there at night, and then you get there in the morning. He had left, but all fucking needles and liquor bottles
Oh,
and
my.
piles, big piles. It looked like a horse took a shit right there. And he was one guy all the
Ooh,
time.
and he worked there too,
every
right?
morning, every single morning. I know. He was homeless. I was working there.
Oh, okay, you were working,
So we
working there.
always seen it.
I thought he was
Yeah.
an employee there.
No, I mean, he might have been an employee somewhere else.
He probably gave everybody E. coli.
Possibly. I don't know. Maybe he gave them. Maybe he had the cold. Maybe he actually indeed did eat. God damn!
That guy was probably patient zero, by the way.
Finish him.
Whoa. Well, sir, we do have to move along here. There are other people
Okay.
wanting to call, but
Of
yes,
course.
we love you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Oh my God.
Bing bang, bing bang. Okay, guys. Good night.
He's fun.
I know. I had to boo him because I didn't actually want to kick him off. That was in my mind. I was booing myself for moving along here. We weren't booing him. I was booing
He was
myself.
fun. Do you know that guy?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
He is incredible. We love him. That's Anthony. We admire him. He's out there in NYC. He boots on the ground. We have a man out there in NYC living life. I think he might have almost fell down during this phone call, by the way. But yes, definitely call in. We'd love to hear your little voices. That number is 424-666-2425. Don't be afraid to call in. We won't hurt you too bad. Only on the inside we will. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing swell.
You're okay out there? You're having fun?
I'm swell.
You're having a good time?
Swell.
Doesn't seem like it. It seems like you're having a miserable time out there.
It's like this is like the kindergarten show.
The kindergarten show, I would say this is more better than that.
You think so?
I would say this show is better than
preschool.
everyone's friends and family and their parents.
And they're dogs and cats.
I believe so. This is way more entertaining than that. But yes, that number is 424-666-2425. Don't be shy. We would love to hear from all of you out there. And we're just having some fun here tonight, enjoying the end times. It's almost the end of the world, Mike. I believe World War III will kick off. I believe things aren't going to look so well once the nukes start flying, Mike.
If I may just interrupt.
You
for
can
a
do
second.
whatever you want.
I
Don't be afraid.
sincerely believe. Thank you. I sincerely believe that the only way World War III will kick off
It's over.
If China gets involved with it.
I believe they are going to get involved.
China.
Yes, China.
If they do, I mean that's where it's going to be a problem. But again, I don't think it's going to happen, especially nuclear war, because as I said, each country, whoever pulls the trigger,
Yes,
so to
sir.
speak, or hits the button, they realize that not only are they going to devastate their enemy,
Yes.
but they themselves are going to be obliviated.
I believe they will be annihilated if they do that.
That's my point. Is I don't think they want that. So I think the nukes are saved for the very last straw.
Yeah, the
if you
very
will.
last sort of, yeah, for sure. I know what you mean. And I believe, Mike, we do have another caller. Let's hope it's not
Hello?
Oh my God.
Hi, this is your pharmacist calling. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Did you
I'm
get...
just letting you know your prescription is ready for pickup.
Thank you. Is it
And,
the
I
right
was wondering
one?
when you'll be able to come in.
Is it the right one for the rash?
I have a prescription order for this phone number for 3-month supply of genital warts cream. This is
There we
correct,
go.
Right?
Yes, I believe this is the right number, and I will pick that up
Don't
later.
worry, you don't have to be embarrassed. A lot of people have genital warts
Thank
nowadays.
you.
It's making a really big comeback.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
We will.
How did you get them anyway?
I
Are
will-
you in a fraternity?
Hey, I
we
believe-
have lots of guys in
Listen,
fraternities coming in for
I believe
genital
we can have this conversation. I believe this is a doctor sort of confident. This is illegal, by the way.
If you come on in here, I'll show you how to apply the cream
Thank
and
you.
everything. I've gotten them before. I know how it is. It's really not a big
That's
deal.
really, yes, I would hope you can teach me, the proper way of, administering this sort of thing. But I'm glad you have that call there, and, I'm glad you got through. There were a lot of calls.
It's your call, but without this cream, it
Yes.
is going to burn like hell.
It's gonna hurt.
So sorry about that.
What
But
about
you
when
have
I
a nice day now,
What
okay?
about when I pee? Is it gonna hurt then? And how much, by the way? Oh no, they hung up on me. That was not good. That was my pharmacist there.
Hung up, bro.
And my pharmacist hung up on me. This is not good. I
She's like,
mean,
screw this idiot.
I needed my pharmacist to help me here administer this, this problem, but apparently it's not working out the way I suspected
you could get them
it would.
burned off.
I just wanted to know if it's going to pee. When I pee, is it going to hurt? That's all I was really, worried about.
It depends if you have the genital warts in your urethra.
Oh,
then
that's
it would
right.
burn.
Then it would hurt.
But if you have external genital warts,
Okay.
then it shouldn't be so bad. If you get them in the urethra, boy, that burns.
That's going to hurt.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Like I
going to be the
said,
painful one.
You could always get them burned off.
Yes, that's the next plan. But yes, we appreciate that call very much. It's too bad they hung up so soon. But anyways, that number is 424-666-2425. Don't be afraid to call in. We would love to hear from you. I mean, there were some people calling in and they hung up and I got really sad. I was depressed like Bruce Springsteen, by the way.
Bruce Springsteen?
Yes, for those that don't know, for all of you that are keeping track on celebrities right now, Bruce Springsteen, he's going through another bout of depression, by the way, folks. And, it'd be a good idea to sort of put him on your list. I think he might kick the bucket soon. I mean, he's had lots of bouts with depression during his life. It's on record, he's very sad in his life, I guess, because he has issues with his dad. He said his dad never loved him.
His dad is dead, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's still harping back to that sort of thing, and I believe we might see him possibly kill himself.
I hope so. Did I say that? I'm sorry.
You don't like Bruce Springsteen now?
Not anymore, I don't.
You hate him. Why? Because he doesn't align to your political view. Is that what happened?
He just had some stupid things to say about himself and America, and I was very disappointed.
So that
with that
set you off. Just his little
didn't
opinion.
set me off. I just stopped liking him.
It triggered you.
I mean, let me get this straight. I never was a fan per se.
Yeah,
There's
you
one
were.
album I
You
liked.
loved him.
There's one album.
You
Well, let me
liked
be straight
him.
here. There's one album I liked that he put out in the 70s, and that was the Born to Run album. I think it's a great album. It's a great written album, but I was never a fan of his music. I can appreciate him, just like I can appreciate, Prince or Bob Dylan, and I'm not a fan of any of those guys. What I'm saying is that when I heard him, I mean, this is a guy who's been around for all these years. He's made so much money off his fans and the music that he made, and he's going to sit there and tell people that he's embarrassed to be an American?
Oh, he's embarrassed.
F you friggin' hick.
Well, someone was calling in and they hung up all of a sudden. I don't know why they hung up. I was about to talk to them when you were finished going on this diatribe here. And that number is 424-666-2425. Mike has sort of revealed that he hates Bruce Springsteen, ladies and gentlemen. He does not like him. He wishes him dead. All because his political views.
I have no need for him.
He's angry now.
He's a jerk.
Just because your opinion is different than his, now you want him dead. That sounds very logical, Mike. You are an adult, aren't you?
No, I am not.
That's
I'm
what I
doing this
thought.
show, aren't I?
Well, I mean, you are acting like a child now. But yes, Austin Smith says, Mr. Decon, did you, what did this guy say to me? Mike, he's saying, Mr. Decon, did you or Mike have Mark Lane, a singer from the Screaming Trees in your death? I don't even know who the fuck that is, by the way.
I heard about it. He just
Who the hell's
died.
that?
Guy from, there was a band called the Screaming Trees.
Screaming
I picked up on them
Trees.
back in the early 90s.
What kind of hippie shit is that? The
they were
Screaming
kind of like a
Trees.
hippie band.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So they're just a bunch of tree huggers, then. A bunch of liberal,
Well, not anymore.
communist
The guy's
tree
dead.
huggers.
Not anymore. The guy's dead.
So he liked Russia, too. Great.
I couldn't tell you. Maybe.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he would be dancing around the tree, singing praises for Putin, right?
Praises for Putin. That sounds satanic.
Oh, yes. Well, it's not. Once again, call in. Don't be afraid. We'd love to talk to you. 424-666-2425. I don't know why you hung up there. We were excited to talk to you, but now you have made me depressed like Bruce Springsteen, so might have to add myself to the celebrity death pool, by the way.
Hey, what are you copying me?
I'm copying you. You did say that, right? You did add yourself to the
Last year.
the list.
Last year.
You really thought you were gonna die.
Yep.
You're a crazy bastard. You really are, Mike. Yeah. Caller, go ahead. You are live on the air.
God, fuck my life. Ding bang.
Fuck your life.
Enemy spotted.
Anthony, you
Finish him.
you called again. Anthony, that's illegal. Oh, and he hung up. But yes, go ahead. That number is 424-666-2425. We do appreciate Anthony calling back in like that. We love hearing him. But yes, that line is open. Go ahead, call in. Mike, I mean, I am just shocked here, by the way.
Why is that, buddy?
Well, you hate Bruce Springsteen now. My
Would
feelings
that
are
really
hurt.
bother you?
Yeah, I thought you liked him.
No, I
thought he was your
just
boy.
liked the one album he did. That's it.
Just one album.
That's it. That's the only album I think it was really put him over the edge. It was well written, well produced, and that's it.
Well, don't worry, Mike. You'll get your wish. He's going to kill himself soon.
I hope so. Did I say that? I'm
Well, you don't really want him to do it, but, in your opinion, he might do it, in other words.
It's possible. Your opinion, not mine.
Well, yes, mine.
I sincerely think he won't die because I think he's going to just keep sucking up the money that he keeps making from his fans.
He's like a vampire.
Sure, why not?
Yes. He is like a psychic vampire and kind of like this Missouri man who killed a 4-year-old girl by beating and dunking her in a icy pond as part of a religious sort of episode this man had.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, some say the worst crimes on earth are always committed by those who are religious. Mike, do you back that statement up, or do you think that's all garbage? What do you think? What are your thoughts and opinions? Mike, go ahead.
I don't think it makes a goddamn difference what religion you're in. I just think mankind and womankind are vicious,
just venomous,
violent,
communist vampires,
hateful people, and that's the species that we are. And I don't care what everybody tries to. Oh, you gotta look for peace and love.
Peace and love.
Humanity is a vicious species. That's why we're always at war with each other.
That's
why we're always killing each other.
That's right.
And that's why we're deviant.
We really are. Man is wolf to man. This is a fact.
That is right.
Yes, these things are true. Vic Grimes says Courtney Cox. I'm not quite sure. What did she do? Is she a communist vampire? I don't know.
You know who else died? Did you ever see Rodney Dangerfield's movie Back to School?
Back to School, of course.
You remember the woman who played the teacher? I can't remember her name.
I don't know.
Shelley? I want to say Shelley something.
I'm blacking out. I don't know who that is.
Well, the woman who played the teacher that Rodney Dangerfield was in love with.
Some honky.
She's dead. Some honky.
Some honky's dead. Okay, well, not news. Who cares?
Okay.
Whoa. You like how I did that? Well, that's pretty awful. It's pretty bad, Mike. But yeah, since we're talking about movies all of a sudden, since we've gone down that road, I guess it's safe to say what I watched just recently, Mike, before we get into more fun banter here. A few days ago, Mike, I watched a bizarre movie, by the way. It was called The Cosmic Dawn. And trust me, when I say this movie is bizarre, it is quite bizarre. And do you want to watch a movie like that, folks? Well, go ahead and find The Cosmic Dawn. This movie's insane, by the way. And of course, I like movies that are kind of insane, kind of wild. But The Cosmic Dawn it was a very shitty movie. I got to be honest. It was awful. It was filled
That makes me want to watch it even more.
I know. I mean, well, let me get to that. It was filled with plenty of bad actors. Many of their faces looked pretty awful. And, the story goes 4 years after escaping an unusual UFO cult, a troubled woman returns in search of answers regarding her missing mother and the mysterious cult leader's supposed resurrection. And Mike, and this is from like the producer of Paranormal Activity and the movie called Get Out. So, I thought, okay, this was going to be a pretty good movie. But boy, was I wrong, Mike. It was 95 minutes of pure shit. 95 minutes of what the hell is this shit?
All right.
And I kept repeating those words over and over. In other words, if you're going to watch this movie, make sure you're intoxicated to some degree, or else you'll most likely turn it off. Yeah, the Cosmic Dawn. And again, it definitely had some Heaven's Gate vibes to it, but bad directing, bad actors, and
And you say it was produced by the people who did Paranormal Activity?
I believe it was, from what I read. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think I am, because I have, I like to go with the facts.
That's
Caller,
too bad, because I like
Yes.
those films. The first 3 films are awesome.
Me too. Caller, go ahead. You're live.
What are we talking about tonight, fella?
All kinds of wild shit.
What's the product of delivery?
Well, why even call into the show if you're asking such ignorant bullshit,
Yeah, have
caller?
you been listening?
Are you retarded?
All right. Do you want me to talk about Pelosi?
Are you wearing a helmet?
What are you talking about?
I'm kidding. No, we're just having fun here. That's all.
Were you listening?
No.
Okay.
I'm
At least he's honest.
Yeah, we're just having fun. It's okay.
You abuse me every time I call in, by the way.
Who does?
You, Mr. Michael Decon.
No, I don't.
Yeah, pretty sure you do.
No, I don't. I think you're being a
I
liar.
called in 3 times.
You're
and
lying.
2 times you have just trashed me.
I think you're a liar.
Hey, well, how can I make that up? That's kind of hard to make up.
Enemy spotted.
I think you're telling a lie. I think you're
Oh,
fibbing.
no, I would not do that.
I think you're a liar, pants on fire.
No, it was back in the day, maybe when you had a bad day, and you just went at me, and you've done that. You've been known to do that.
No, I
haven't
don't.
you?
I think you're
haven't
I think
listened to the
you're
show
lying.
that
I
much
think
then.
you're misleading the audience, which is legal. I think
So
I could
now I
sue
can
you in a
see
court of
why.
law for making up these lies, and I had to mute you because you kept talking. And this is my show, and you're going to respect that. And if you don't, I'm going to have to tell you to go kill yourself.
You, Michael. You have a great show.
I love you.
and you have very good.
I'm only
guests on.
playing. We don't want you to kill yourself. I don't think I've done or said anything to you that you would actually be offended by. And if you did, I apologize. It was the Russian in me.
No, it was kind of where after you kind of trashed a couple people, and then
No, that's not
afterwards you
true.
apologized.
That's
for
not
it. You
true.
did apologize.
That's not true. I think you're making up alternative facts here.
Okay, so let's get to it. So how about your friends?
Which friend?
That you used to watch Seinfeld with? You still know that?
Oh my God, I do. Yes, they are very insane people. By the way, they just watch reruns of Seinfeld for hours on end, and they're on psychedelics. It's insane. You don't want to go there. Trust me.
So you okay? Well, I wanted to ask you about that.
Yes, sir.
Because I listened to that program and I never
Yes, sir.
forgot about how hilarious that whole bit was.
It kind of
and
is.
I know it was the truth.
It is the
because
truth.
That only things that are that great are true.
I can't make that up. That was that is just a fact.
So,
I mean,
But
I'm about to
so
end this man's
have
whole
you,
career.
What was that? Sorry.
Have you ever been to
Where, sir?
Burning Man?
I've never been there, but I've heard many stories. It seems like a bunch of people that I wouldn't like, bunch of people that I would probably want to punch and kick and elbow in the jaw, that sort of thing.
I agree.
I'll burn them. I'll show you a Burning Man when I light everyone on fire at the Burning Man with my mind, my telekinesis. I'm kidding. I would never do that. I would never harm another human being. I just got emotional there. I got triggered by a communist.
What do you guys think about the
Yes, sir.
Ukraine and Russian? The
We went
biggest
through this
dilemma?
already. You got to listen to the show.
We went through this. We went through these trials and tribulations like Christ. We have nailed Putin and the Russians to a cross, and we are over with them. We hate the Russians. That's what we've learned tonight.
All right. Well,
I'm joking.
I
We don't really hate
them. I want to stick up for my my murderous man.
Go ahead. It's okay.
The only
like
reason is because
we don't hate him.
I'm pretty sure everything has been agreed to before this whole charade,
yes,
this
sir,
kabuki theater has ever played out.
I think Mike agrees with you, and so do I. Yes, it's all a facade of some sorts.
Well, I just so did you guys see the whole story about the island and the 13 Ukrainians that said F you or whatever, and they were slaughtered?
You mean the warship when they said F you Russian boat or whatever? Yes, I believe I saw that.
Do you guys
yes.
believe that, or is that just propaganda?
I have no clue. I can't say if it's real or not, but it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool though.
The whole idea is batshit crazy.
I liked it though.
13 people out here. Here you go, you dumb fuck. Hey, good luck.
It was a fun call though. I did like that. That was interesting.
Well, I want to thank you guys, and
yes,
I love the show, and
we love
I'm
you.
going to keep listening until the day I die. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Yes, and go ahead, call in. We'd love to hear from you. That number is 424-666-2425. We would love to hear from you, and yes, we'd love to hold you tenderly through a Saturday night. It's 9 o'clock out here in the West Coast sun represent out here in Laurel Canyon. That's where I'm at, worshiping beings from the other side. That's what I do out here. I'm in a alien cult, by the way. Just thought I'd warn you, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a little warning there. But yes, back to this terrible movie for 1 second, Mike. If you want to see a terrible movie, Mike, if you're a little intoxicated. The Cosmic Dawn, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Go check that out. A terrible movie. Terrible movie.
Where did you see it?
I saw it online, Mike.
Online.
Yeah, I found it online. Just leave it that way. Just leave it that way. But yes, I also did manage to watch the movie The Abyss, by the way, to make up for it.
Is that the recent one, The Abyss?
I watched the original. The OG.
The Abyss. Do you know what year that was?
You know what? That's a great question. Let's find. 1989, by the way.
1989.
Yeah, that's from 1989.
So there was a remake, right? Wasn't there a remake recently?
I think there might have been a sort of new incarnation, a new rendition of The Abyss, but I don't believe I saw that one. Or, yeah, I think they did remake it, right? With James Cameron.
Very possible.
Or no, I don't think it's James Cameron who directed the remake. That's the original. He's the original OG that made the 1989 movie, I mean.
Oh, really?
Yes,
maybe,
I don't want to mess up the facts here.
It's been a while since I've...
yeah, I don't even know who directed the newer one, but yes, I believe they did make a new one. Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe in my mind they remade it. I don't know. Does anyone in the chat know? Because I'm not looking this up. I mean, I don't really care that much. I don't really give a shit about a remake of The Abyss. That was a movie that was fine on its own merit. I think you agree with that, right, Mike?
It was alright. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Oh, it's been a while.
I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the Cameron movies. Like, I think he screwed up the Alien movie, Aliens 2, or I should say Aliens. Of course, Titanic was an absolute bore. I almost threw the damn thing right out the window. But Avatar was pretty neat until they started.
By the way, Mike, I can't even picture you watching the Titanic.
The reason I watched it is because everybody was telling me, "Oh, what a great movie! What a great movie!" So I put it. This was like oh my god, when was it? Like 25 years ago. And I put the videotape in, and I'm watching it. And I'm like, this is crap. I don't even give a crap at it. I really didn't. So moving along, Avatar. was a great movie. However, once it started getting into this, like the whole religion thing, I was just like, you know what? Now you lost me. The effects were cool. I heard they're doing a second version of that. They're doing a sequel.
A sequel of what?
Avatar.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, it's a big hush hush thing.
Well, I didn't really care about the first one. Avatar, whatever.
The effects are amazing. The effects were absolutely amazing.
Visually it was fun, but I mean, I don't really care about the story.
Oh, the story was pathetic. It was absolutely pathetic.
I didn't really give a shit about it.
But I had to watch it because of the visual effects. I really dig visual effects in a movie.
Maybe watch that on acid.
Yeah. You know what? Not to change the subject, but we're talking about great movies. You ever watch American Werewolf in London?
Of course. That's a classic.
One of the greatest werewolf transitions.
I watched that when I was
history.
really young. Yeah, yes, the scene that did stand out to me the most was that transformation, the metamorphosis, baby.
What a great scene.
Cool.
Like, to this day, I've never seen anything like that.
I enjoyed that one, indeed. And,
great movie.
Anthony says, "Oh, to the Cocoon." By the way, the movie Cocoon. Remember that movie?
With the old people?
With the old people getting in the water and being resurrected in a way.
Yeah, that was kind of for old people, I think.
That movie was depressing, right? It was kind of sad.
I guess, I suppose.
Kinda. I mean, when you think of old age and you think of yourself and your grandparents, it's a bit of a downer, man.
Yeah, life is a downer, Michael.
Oh, well, thanks for that, Mike. Life is a downer, Mike.
It is. It's like, you're born, and from the minute you're born,
you were born to die. Yes. We're all born to die, Mike.
Nothing goes as planned. The old saying, "Man makes plans and God laughs."
Fuck your life.
Oh, The Howling. Oh, The Howling.
That's
was
another
good
classic.
too,
Yes.
But again, not in my personal opinion, compared to American Werewolf in London, just phenomenal. Just a phenomenal movie. I saw The Howling. It was a great film. Scared the crap out of me too.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
I was a kid when that came out.
Steven says Biden could use Cocoon maybe.
Let's put him.
Let's dunk him in the water
Cocoon and put it underneath the water.
Well, Mike, I don't think you could say that legally, by the way. You're only kidding.
Oh, about cocoons?
Yeah, you don't really want to put him down there.
I certainly don't want to offend any cocoons.
He might be like a gremlin, get him wet, never know.
Get him wet.
Get her wet.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. And Mike, I mean, this has been a fun time here with you. I mean, we're almost close to the end here. I'm feeling kind of sad now that we are close to the end, Mike. I am depressed.
Well, let's hope we can do another show before the world ends.
And the world is ending, Mike.
Let's
I'm telling you, I think these are the end times, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like the walls are closing in on all of us right now. I feel like World War III is going to go off anytime soon. Very much like the Canadian liquor stores that are removing all the Russian vodka, by the way. We're seeing a lot of that. People are dumping out all kinds of Russian vodka in protest of what's going on around the world with those in the UK. And Mike, I don't think I'm going to see you pouring down any Russian vodka anytime soon.
No, you won't. By the way, I got to ask you, the footage that you're playing on the YouTube thing, who is this girl? You always have stuff with her.
Yes, that is another troll, by the way, a very famous troll that's made a lot of money. Trolling.
A troll? Did you say a troll?
I would say yes. That's a troll right there. She
troll?
is responsible for selling her own urine, allegedly her own urine. But yes, it made lots of money from lots of strange men around the world.
Oh, so she's one of them.
Yeah, one of them indeed.
I thought you knew her or something.
No. But I respect all the trolls out there that hustle their way and get that fame and glory. We appreciate that sort of thing. Going through the entire world, we like that sort of thing here. We appreciate that, but not the Russians, not the KGB. We don't like that here. Got to be honest. Got to be dead serious here about that. We hate the Russians, the KGB. But not all the Russian citizens, just,
not the citizens.
Not the
We hate
citizens,
the
just
government.
the Russian government, yes. Yes, we got to make that known because there are great Russians out there that do listen to the show. We love them very much. They listen and they tell us what's going on out there. And again, they don't like the KGB. They don't like their own government out there. They want to be American.
Right.
On the inside, they are.
The sad thing about all this is that, and I even mentioned this to you the other day, I think,
Yes, sir.
Is that it's so sad that a world power like Russia is at odds with us, America. And it all has to do with communism. It really does.
Those commies, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's
I don't
sad
like 'em.
because Russia's a
I hate
great
them.
country. It really is, but
It's a beautiful country. It's a
they
very
suppress their
lovely
people
country.
through their government.
It's a very beautiful culture out there. We love that very much. But again, it's the KGB we don't like.
I mean, the history, the land, it's just so much.
We have a communist in the chat room, David. He's saying he's taking Putin over Biden. I mean, that's a war crime right there. I hope the FBI visits you soon. I hope they arrest you for war crimes. All these treasonous Americans out there, I am sickened by them.
Yeah.
I can't believe all of you traitors. Enemies of the nation, that's what I'm going to call you. You included, Mike. You are now a terrorist.
Thank you, buddy.
You're on the terrorist watch list now.
Oh, brother.
My God. Today was a great show, by the way. I had such a fun time.
Yes, it was like preschool.
It was awesome. Yeah, you keep saying this preschool nonsense, but this was entertaining.
So childish.
No, this is entertaining.
Absolutely. No,
Preschool would be what you watch on PBS. This was more Triple X.
Good night to Carol F.
Carol F. Where is she?
She said, "Till next time, farewell."
Did she
and
leave?
Good night, Michael and Mike.
Well, that's very nice. We appreciate that. Good night to her. Good night to everyone out there that hung out with us here today. We went, we had a great time here. It was entertaining. We made everyone laugh. We eased your hearts and minds and your souls for a while. And that's really what it's all about. Not being mad and angry and hating the world and hating yourself. If you want to kill yourself, remember we are here for you. We love you. We don't want you to harm yourself. We love everyone out there, right, Mike?
Well, you could speak for yourself on that.
You don't love everyone, Mike.
I don't. No,
Why
I'm
not?
honest about it too.
Oh my
Why?
God,
Because
Mike.
I just said before, humanity
How dare you?
is a POS.
Mike, you are just an angry terrorist Satanist.
Indeed, I am.
You belong in Russia with the rest of the commie, soulless individuals out there. You are godless.
Oh, I have a soul. I have a big soul and a big heart.
I was going to say you have a big foot?
I have a big foot too, and you know what that means.
Do you believe in Bigfoot, by the way?
No, I don't.
You don't believe in Bigfoot?
No, as I don't believe in
You hate Bigfoot now?
Loch Ness Monster or Yetis either.
The Yeti?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. That's one.
You know, it's funny.
mhm.
You know, it's funny. These
Go ahead.
remember that there was a show, I think, on Discovery or something.
Yes.
They In Search of Bigfoot,
In Search of Bigfoot, yeah.
and they would go into the forest up in Canada, and every once in a while you'd hear some dumbass in the background like screaming, "Oh!" and they'd say, "Oh, that's a Bigfoot," but
That's
they
a
could never
Bigfoot.
find it.
Yeah.
They never found any skeletons.
Right.
They've never found any scat or anything like that. They find fur. and
Well, they
go, "Oh,
claim they claim they found Bigfoot scat.
that's crap.
Their
No
crap is
pun
crap.
intended.
Yeah,
No pun intended.
that's hilarious. But yeah, Bigfoot maybe might not exist, but it's still fun. I mean, it's still fun to watch these shows that kind of they're like wild goose chases that end up nowhere. For the most part, I mean, you do hear howling and you hear the knocking. You hear the knocking on the trees like that.
On trees.
Yeah, you hear.
Hello, is anyone home?
Yeah, it's a Bigfoot.
That's a Bigfoot.
Right.
Oh, anyone who believes in Bigfoot should have their head examined.
Should be sent to Russia.
Should be sent to Russia where they have Yetis.
Well, no, I mean, we can't say that. I mean, Bigfoot probably does exist. We just, we don't know about it. It may be. Who knows?
Yeah.
just keep an open mind.
Cats Club Jackson says I have big socks. You're right. If
Lord.
I have big feet.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, today was an amazing day. I had a great time with everyone here tonight. We laughed, we cried, we triggered some folks out there. We've done our job. It was a good show. It was a fun show. Sometimes you need that. You need it like a nuclear bomb in your heart.
I could definitely use a nuclear bomb in my heart right now.
Yes, if you were here, I would drown you in a pond.
Please.
With my heart.
Do that. With your heart.
With my heart. Oh, yes. Well, Mike, once again, I do want to thank you for being a part of the program. It's been a good time. We were here for, not a long time, but a good time as usual. But then again, were we here for over an hour? We probably were, right? It's been like 2 hours. I've lost track of time.
Actually, it's been closer to almost 3.
Almost 3 hours. Holy hell.
We haven't done a 3-hour show in a long time.
I didn't know we've gone on that long. I think we're only here for like 30 minutes. That's right.
Yep.
I thought I was here for like 25 minutes, and now you're telling me it's been 3 hours.
The man's world.
Yes, it is a man's world, Mike, and just for you, I think I might be able to pull that clip up in a moment here. I think I do have it somewhere. I think. Let me
Best
look.
clip ever.
Let me look. I think I could pull off some black magic of sorts.
I wonder
no
if
pun
James
intended.
Brown is related to
like
Jackson Brown.
James Brown? What was that?
I wonder if James Brown is related to Jackson Brown.
Jackson Brown. I have no idea. I had no idea there was a Jackson Brown. I only know James Brown.
You know Jackson Brown, that white guy who sings
The
those
white guy.
terrible songs.
I don't know that guy.
Oh, he's horrible.
I don't know that honky.
He's a
When are you
honky.
leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow.
And where are you going?
Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Now, your fans will have read all about
Brazil.
this, James. Aren't you concerned about that?
No.
Who's speaking Spanish?
I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
And what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say I feel good. Good. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
Well, that's the second time we've heard that in 2 days. That's very interesting. Now, don't leave us, James. You stay right there.
I'm not
We have
gonna leave.
more
I
that
wanna
we
do
have to
something.
talk about.
I
Well, tell us
just
a
got
little bit
here.
about what you're going to be
Hello,
doing on
Dad.
this tour.
Huh? What'd you say?
What are you going to be doing on this tour?
I'm going to be
Where
doing
you-
Papa's got a brand new bag, living in America. Sex machine, get up off of that thing. I feel good. Jam.
Now, I understand that you
I'm
have
real.
already... James, I have to ask you one serious question here. I understand you already have started divorce proceedings. Does that mean that you're now eligible?
Yes, I'm eligible. I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle.
Yeah.
Now, the women love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh.
Make it look good on CNN.
Well, there we are. We don't have to ask anybody else. We got that from the source. There you are. Now, you're involved in publishing a gospel
Whoa.
magazine. Tell us a little
He's
bit
feeling
about
it.
The second coming.
God, I love this.
It's out of Augusta, Georgia, it's Anchor. Joseph P. Young is the editor, and James Brown is one of the advisors. And we're doing a fantastic job. The second coming. It features on this week. I think we have
Michael,
the Pope and
Yes.
Listen,
I believe
if you listen to how he's talking right now,
What about his speech?
like compared to like when he's really giving it up, like he's really hamming it up, so to
Sure,
speak. Like he's
yes.
talking normal right now.
Kind of.
You know, like I noticed that. the
Well,
last couple
he's
times we
not
played it.
really sober, by the way.
Well, what I'm trying to say,
But he
is
does
when
have
he
his moments
talks-
of clarity, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can
Yes.
really hear some more clarity. Exactly.
Well, yes, that happens when you are snorting coke for hours on end. He's on a bender.
So I didn't mean to interrupt the whole segment, but I mean, I had to bring that up to you because you can hear it in his voice, and as he's talking, it's not so much slang and jive.
Well, it's part of the gimmick.
I thought so.
But he's
I
also
always remember
high
that
as
fact.
hell, though. I mean, sometimes that does happen to you when you're having a good time. You know, you're all coked up. And sometimes you have these moments of clarity and you start speaking like a scholar.
Yeah.
It happens on all drugs, by the way.
Yeah.
It happens.
And next week we're going to have Reverend Al Sharpton, I think, on the cover. And we'll be doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we'll get Brother Ted Turner on the cover. Ted, where you at?
Ted Turner.
James, we want to thank you for being with us today
Wait
and
a
giving
minute,
us
I
an
just got
opportunity.
here.
Oh, is there something more you want to say that we
He just got
Oh,
here.
there's another thing.
That's how I feel.
I love America.
I feel like I just got here.
Well,
kicking me off.
It sounds to me as though you're not troubled by any of this at all.
This is a man's world.
Thanks for reminding
voice.
us of that. Every once in a while, we
He's
forget.
got a great voice, by the way.
Remembered again.
Listen to this
James, good luck
jackass
on your tour.
interviewing him. She's
Thanks
like
for
such
being
a
with us. I
drip.
guess we're going to hear a lot.
Well, you know, she works for CNN. You know, she's kind of a bore. You know.
said bore, right?
Yes, not a whore, a bore. So yes, Mike, I do want to thank you tremendously for being a part of the program yet again. It was a fun show. I do love these sort of things. I love taking the calls and having fun with the callers. That's what this show is mostly all about, having having some entertainment, having some serious moments in time. You know, we do it all here. If you don't like that, you could go hang yourself with my heart and my umbilical cord that I saved for the moment. Mike, go ahead.
Intestine.
Yes, my small intestine. Mike, go ahead. Say what you got to say. Any final thoughts, plugs, anything you want, and not those kind of plugs that you stick up your rectum. We don't want that today, Mike. Go ahead.
Thank God.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, thank you, Michael, for having me as your co-host. You know I love you and I love the show. And I
Do
love
you
doing it
now?
with you.
Are you
Yes,
sure?
I do, buddy.
Do you love Russia? Do you love Lucifer?
I'm about to tell you. Everyone, thank you for listening tonight. Whether you are live with us or you're listening to the podcast, you guys make this show what it is for Michael and when I'm with him as well. So if you're interested in anything musically that I've done in the past, please go to MikeHideous.com. And of course, Mike is spelt M-Y-K-E. If you'd like to see any of my artwork, please go to Spyman. And last but not least, if you'd like to catch me up on social media, you can go to Facebook.com/HideousMike, M-Y-K-E. Thank you very much, everyone. I had a blast as always. And let's all keep our fingers crossed that the world doesn't end very soon.
Oh my God, I hope not, Mike. I hope the world doesn't end, by the way, even though it feels like the end times yet again. Like the Hopi prophecy. The Hopi predicted all this. Well, for their culture and, different sort of meaning and all that sort of jazz. But, every sort of ancient civilization, they all predicted the end times. Go down the list. Whatever thing you follow, they all have it in there.
And the funny thing is,
yes, sir,
it hasn't ended yet.
It really hasn't.
But we're close.
We're close, though. It's close.
Has anybody,
Mike.
not to take up any more time,
okay.
but has
Go
anybody seen what the nuclear clock is at? What do they call it? The end
It might be
clock?
2 seconds to
Doom clock.
midnight, Mike.
Say goodnight? Is that what you said?
Yeah, no, I'm saying it might be 2 seconds till
okay.
doomsday.
Yep, it might be.
But then I made a reference to your song.
That's right.
2 minutes till midnight. Yes, sir. Love that, by the way. That's one of my favorite songs.
That would have been a good opener.
Oh, I know. I should have had that queued up.
Oh, well, next time.
Good Lord. Mike, once again.
By the way,
yes,
thank
sir.
you for playing that song at the beginning.
Oh, it was fun. I love that song. It's a good one.
Yeah.
So again, Mike, it was a good time. I had lots of fun with you. I hope the listeners at home had a great time as well. I hope they were entertained for this short amount of time that we were on. And Mike, it's going to be, very sad to say goodbye to you. It's always very rough for me during this time. Once, the show's going to end, I don't like it. I get very sad. And if I could, I would be playing, this. I'd be playing this right here. Yes, so Mike, the show's ending now, and it's time for me to say goodbye to you. And, I felt this strong connection with you when you were on with me, and now...
Oh, good.
It's all ending. The world is going to end. There's going to be a large conflict going on, and, I might never see you again. This might be the last time you hear my voice.
I don't think we've ever seen each other.
Well, You know, this might be the last time you hear my voice, Mike. I might get killed tomorrow. I don't know. The mob might kill me. The L might come after me. I don't know.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, buddy. Either way, thank you very much, and I will catch you on the flip side, brother.
Okay, brother. Love you very much. We will do it again on the other side, my friend.
Right on. China.
China. Mahalo.
Talk to you later, buddy.
And there he goes, boys and girls. That was the one and only Mr. Mike Hideous. Definitely give him a round of applause. He did a great job here tonight. He handled the calls. He did it all, folks. We had a great time with all of you here tonight. I hope you were entertained. I hope we made you laugh. We made you cry. We want all those emotions coming out of you. And as we take it home here tonight, Larry Silverstein style, again, if you like this show and want more content, please direct yourself to patreon.com/Michael Decon. That is where gold falls from the sky. And yes, there are episodes with me and Mike in there. There are episodes with me and a guest. And it gets pretty wild in there too. It certainly does. And that's where I've been pretty active lately. I've been going pretty hard there. Definitely join us. We would like that. Patreon.com/Michael Decon. It's worth it, I promise. I won't let you down. Just like that song. And again, I sincerely mean this. I really do appreciate all of you out there, those who called in, those of you in the chat, those of you who will listen on the replay on iTunes, Stitcher, CastBox, iTunes, whatever, all those places where you listen to the show. We appreciate it very much. And of course, special thank you to Mr. Mike Hideous. We love him very much. And of course, go to michaeldecon.com for, all updates, things going on here. When you get curious, michaeldecon.com. Yes, that website does exist. Yeah, bookmark it if you haven't. And of course, those who have donated or, subscribed to Patreon, we really, really appreciate that. We love that very much. Michael, you still on the island? I don't know exactly where I am on the island, but yes, I believe I'm still here on planet Earth. I have not taken off yet. I'm still here, still alive and kicking on this island Earth. I don't think I'm in Mars. I think I'm still here. So I hope that answered your question there. But yes, international listeners out there, once again, thank you so much for your support. Those of you outside of America that listen to the show, my heart is heavy hearing that. But yes, there are plenty of you out there internationally, and my God. Yes, good night to you degenerates out there as well. Yes, DFS, Donovan, I believe that's who he is. Oh yeah. Much respect to all of you out there in the chat. It was an interesting night yet again. We had fun. We had excitement. Yes, goddamn. Anthony, we appreciate your call too. Yes. Oh yes. I do want all of you to stay safe wherever you are on this island Earth. And I'm Michael Decon. And with that said, the world is a mysterious place. And life itself is a mystery. Until next time, good night, everybody.
Mike in Montclair. What's up, Mike?
Governor, next time you want to sit on a beach that is closed to the entire world except you, you put your fat ass in a car and go to one that's open to all your constituents.
Well,
not just you and yours.
Interesting, Mike. You know what?
What's that? What's that, Gov?
Mike, I love getting calls from communists in Montclair.
Communists in Montclair. You're a bully, Governor, and I don't like bullies.
You know what? And listen, I'm not the one who came on the air. Hey, hold on, Mike. Mike, I'm not the guy who came on the air, swore on the air.
Who swore?
And so you did.
Get the heck out of here.
You're swearing on the air, Mike. You're a bum. Let's just go. Bad optics,
okay?
Mike. I'd love to come look at your optics every day, buddy. That's you know what? And you know what, Mike? What matters is what you do. That's what matters.
What have you done?
What I just did was.
We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including. Was it 1997, Michael? Anil?
pinpoint it because, well, I think you kind of know the answer to that.
Paradox?
Yes, you discussed that with Goldberg, and he has a good finger on it.
Yes.
Hey, listen, also, beyond Von Daniken, pay attention to Whitley. Whitley is also not who he would appear to be. Be very careful of Dr. Hoagland. Hoagland has secrets. He knows things. And he hasn't even begun to indulge his treasure of secrets.
All right. I appreciate the call. Dr. Goldberg is not who he says he is. Whitley is not who he says he is. And watch out for Richard Hoagland. Earth changes, tsunamis for the Northwest sometime no later than August. Okay. Time Traveler line at area code 702-727-1295.